gon' tell you how it is and tell you what it ain't. Everybody welcomed in. Leave the BS at the gate. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. It's J, Passion Ray. Maybe Dyson, Crit, and Nikey too. D-Bird on the way. He just had to get some pizza, ooh. It's J, Passion Ray. Maybe Dyson, Crit, and Nikey too. D-Bird on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, yeah. Welcome to the show.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Yo.
Freaky ass.
Yo.
Yo.
This is the Wednesday show. The fucking White Collar Rhymes reactions. It's D-Bird, Nikey Joe, and Ray Stanz. Ba, ba, ba. And this week, boy, have we got some treats. Do we have some treats for you?
All the treats.
We are going to be listening first to the priority queue, who have submitted their heartfelt musics, who have given us permission to review them, give them feedback, tell them what we think. And then we're going to go into the poor queue where just anyone can submit anything. So if while we are talking about music, you're like, that sounds fun, I want to see what people say about mine. Well, go ahead and pop some shit in there too. So without further ado, let's
Actually, with
take a
a
look.
quick do, we got a shout out. We got to shout out 18 members who aren't here tonight. Dice and Crit, right? So actually, both of them get well soon because Dice said he had a headache and Crit's back's not been feeling great. So shout out 18 members.
They are both suffering from vaginosis, an incurable disease which makes it so that you can't show up on Wednesdays with your friends. So that being said, yes,
God.
get well soon. Well wishes.
And I'd like to take this opportunity to tell the Friday crew, fuck y'all. This is my work for the week and have fun on Friday because I'm going to be somewhere else.
There it is. Oh, Mr. Popular. What you got going on Friday, Ray?
Actually, nothing. I don't know. I don't have any plans.
You're just like, I just didn't want to show up to this.
Yeah, just want to rest.
What's up? Shout out Gone. Shout out AWOL. Love the fact
Also,
you guys are here. Go ahead.
gift subs. Gift subs right now, y'all. They are on discount. You can get 25% off on all gift subs until October 1st. So if you are gifting subs, you'll get them a little bit cheaper. So give people a little bit more love.
How about that? Well, what are you going to put back in your budget now that you're
25%.
saving so much money on the WCR gift subs?
Yeah, you still have to send me your open.
Yeah, buy a new sports car for yourself. Save all that subscription donations. But no, yeah, we appreciate the support. Obviously, if anyone has some music they want us to review, skip the line. Or if you just love the way we look on camera, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Buy some rhythm. More expensive than you might think, but not as costly as love. Well, with that, you guys ready to listen to some music?
Let's fucking do it.
All right. Cool. Well, I'm driving this fucking clown car today, so we're doing it a little different. We're giving you guys an inside peek into the Discord where people drop their songs. And this, my friends, is the priority queue. These are people that have been rocking with us, have subscribed, have been following along, and they get this secret access to the special queue where we're just going to go and press play on the songs that they submitted. So, yeah, let's get into it. First up, we've got Gonzilla with Eczema, 120 BPM. Let's take a check. Start it over from the beginning. Cut it off. There's so many switch ups. I'm cutting this ride. Like a robot getting stabbed. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we get an idea of how it's structured. Ray, what are we thinking?
I like it. It's hard not to like a Gonz beat. Gonz said in the Discord that he was stepping out of his comfort zone with a couple of beats he was making recently. I think this one and another one. So I think he was, well, I mean, he said as much. I think it does sound kind of like different and unique. Smoovrix in the chat said that they could hear like a very fast, like lyrical MC over it. And that's exactly what I was thinking. Just somebody just shredding, just absolutely shredding it. Because there's not too much to interfere with or distract from, like a voice just going crazy on that. It was kind of like, like monochromatic, not atonal completely, but no real melodic sense of it, right? It was just sort of like a, like a low driving rhythm. I really liked it. Shout out Gonz.
Well, Nikki?
I enjoyed that a lot. So I thought that was a very submersive, immersive experience. You had so many like different like layers. I was trying to listen. It felt like I was like in like a muted forest, like where I was like almost in a bubble. When I was listening to it, like walking through a forest where I could hear everything, but I couldn't. It's kind of weird. It like put me, I feel like I like tranced out. Actually, I might have to rewatch the stream because I really think that I did for a minute there. But yes, I'll always run around in a forest and take forest baths. But I liked the different, I think you had like different like weird breaths in the background layers to it. I don't know. You had a lot of really fucking cool layers to it.
Gonz in his studio like this. Like just
I it was just really cool though. But I'm like doing a lot of stuff. I would actually, I didn't see like a fast, like this is like kind of the style of my EP that I'm working on. Like I would do something to this. So let me know.
It's like, what is that fucking, is it
more soul.
Rocket Girl? Rocket Girl by like maybe AC/DC, where the lead singer was banging the drummer's girlfriend into the microphone and it made the final cut of the song? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That's wild. I'm going to go look that
it's pretty wild. I think it's called Rocket Girl. But yeah, if you look up like 80s rock, singer bangs drummer's girlfriend, you hear it. Like they're having sex. He recorded it in the studio. That's the drummer's girlfriend. Hilarious. I'm sure Don went through the same process with his wife while creating this beat. Yeah, no, this was pretty freaking dope. I loved the way that you took the space, you created space, and then when the drums came back in, you kind of hit us right in the face with it. The crickets was an interesting choice. I don't know that it was good or bad. It was just like, there's crickets. It definitely has a certain feel to it.
I was like, is that a cricket sample that I'm hearing? Like, right?
Yeah. I can definitely see somebody fast rapping over that, or somebody like me just being really dope and saying cool shit over it. Overall, not to belabor the point, but yeah, I think we all really like this. And yeah, I mean the samples, not the crickets, but the other sample in the background, I could see you turning that one up because that had a little bop to it as well.
Shout out Jacob. I don't know if Gons will say that he was inspired by a Jacob beat that was posted somewhere in the server, but Jacob had like a Nature Sounds intro on one of his beats. I don't think he made beat elements out of the Nature Sounds, but
give me all the nature.
Yeah.
Give me all the nature stuff. I'll make animal tracks.
Animal tracks.
I didn't even mean to say it like that.
You heard it here first, folks. You got Animal Tracks, the full-on nature show from Nikey Joe. Bars. All right. Well, good shit, Guns. Definitely don't think of giving it to anyone other than me. Next up, we've got Fucking Zig, produced by Lamb Life. Two stewards of humanity, both great humans. Let's see what they have to say. Not from this dimension.
I'm not from this dimension. Nah, I'm not from this dimension. Ayy, I'm not from this dimension. Yeah, ayy. I'm not from this earth, knew this since birth. Breaking the curse, put down your purse. Pull up your pants and just be a man. Knew this in advance, it's all about your worth. Dropping these records, applying the pressure. Don't make this a lecture, I turned out worse. Slowing it down, speed it up now. Jump in the crowd and say all the words. I'm in your town, I ain't no clown, but I stick around cause I came to work. It's going down and I need a crown in this underground. I'm coming in first. Wait, yeah, give me a second. I stop all the stressing, man, I keep them guessing. If you got a question, I'll teach you the lesson. Cause I've been the best and I'm counting my blessings. I spit the lyrics, they don't wanna hear it. They see my appearance and notice my spirit. Intimidating, yeah, I'm looking crazy. Not from this dimension, I'm going through phases. Seeing new faces, lots of new places. I keep the faith, not falling to Satan. I got them traveling through these dimensions and they getting sent from this music playing, yeah. Ayy, I'm not from this dimension. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm coming different. Ayy, yeah, I'm not from this dimension. In every dimension, man, you know that I've been pimping, yeah. Pimping through all these dimensions, the one that they mention, they not in contention, they don't wanna listen and don't pay attention. I'm going fishing to catch me a big one, I'm not here no more, what's wrong with me? Rappers, they don't get along with me, I got a list, no laundry. They bad, they can't do no song with me. I think I left this solar system, I spit the bars on the coldest rhythms. They never ever gon' know what's hit them. Got them all asking who rollin' with them. My mind work like a time machine, I see them all hating, that's fine with me. I'm staying up like I'm climbing trees. They making me sick, no Lyme disease. I'm taking off from this planet. They see that I put it together, no sandwich. I hit you back when I'm landed. All that I hear is them rambling. I gotta get to my family. I'm gonna keep them all jamming. Things like this just happen. I don't think that you can plan it. They need a leader to stand with. I got some business that I'm finna handle, yeah. Ayy, I'm not from this dimension. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm coming different. Ayy, yeah. I'm not from this dimension. In every dimension, man, you know that I've been pimping, yeah. Ayy, I'm not from this dimension. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm coming different, ayy, yeah. I'm not from this dimension. In every dimension, man, you know that I've been pimping, yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Nick, I'm so proud of you.
Hold on, he's talking his shit in the background. Oh, it's not from his dimension again. Nikki, you're up first.
Zig, you changed up your flow. You had so many different cadences in this. I loved it. You went but you know, the biggest thing, your beat. You picked a beat that had as high energy as your voice. So it fit perfectly. It's not so much about the you hear, like, you know, it's the same thing over and over. We keep hearing the same thing over and over, the same melody, the same cadence, but you're doing these with this beat. Like, this is a more high energy hype beat, which is what your voice really is. Your voice pumps people up. Like, it's the flow and the tone that you have. It really, it is like it's a go hard, like, you know, like, let's get pumped up. Like, that would be like stuff that I listen to getting ready, like, to go out or something, because I don't do anything else. I don't get pumped up for anything else. Well, I get pumped up for everything, but not like that. So I really liked your different cadences in this. I liked your change up. I liked your flow change. I liked when you started speeding up. Everything about this I really enjoyed. Like, I was so excited. I didn't listen as deep as I probably should have, because I was just so happy to hear what I was hearing. But yeah, I definitely would stick to more like high energy beats like that. I feel like maybe that allowed you to play more with your vocal cadence and your melodies and stuff. But I'm so fucking proud of you, bro. Keep it up. You got it. I'm so happy you did it.
Ray Stanz.
Yeah, okay. I guess all that fine. Yeah, that's probably all true. I'm reaching a point with Zig where we reached with Lamb, where like he was in the queue week after week after week after week, and it just gets saturated. And I mean, I agree. I definitely agree with Nikki, and the great voice, always high energy. I don't know, you know, like, if you're going to be in the queue and we're all going to be hearing your music week after week after week, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Obviously, it's like a major crowd pleaser. Everybody agrees. From a review perspective, I'm just not sure. I'm running out of things to say about it. Apart from, I think you're dope, Sig. And, there's another dope one, and shout out Lamb on the beat as well. Yeah, I don't know that anything in particular stood out to me about that one, apart from it just being another high energy slapper, which, I mean, hey, you know, crank them out, man. Fuck it. Why not? The world loves them. We need them. Glad you're here. Glad you're doing it.
Absolutely. Kongzog. Yeah, no, I like this one for sure. Shout out Lamb on the beat. I think that this was definitely a hype kind of, like Nikki said, I think Zig's voice and his energy definitely matched something more upbeat, and this definitely was, right? That was just a dope beat, flat out. As far as, you know, the feedback for Zig, I think that, you know, this is all just super nitpicky stuff, but this is stuff that kind of stood out to me. And these are kind of minor things, but I figured, you know, what else are we here for? When the chorus first came in, when you're like, I'm from another dimension or whatever, it did feel like you were going so hard in the verses, and you kind of took a step back from, you know, that sort of energy with the chorus, which just kind of felt weird when, you know, maybe it should be the opposite. And similarly, within the song verses themselves, I think one of the things that Dice mentioned is like, you've got all these different cadences, you've switched up your flow in this. Now the next step would be to have different, what is it called when you like expel like the fucking words at different energy levels, right? Because it's all just one energy level, right? You're like,
and Passive is good at that. He talks about that. He said, and sometimes he even punches in to do that, because he'll say he has to punch in because it's an energy change, and it's like hard to shift gears. So, you know, probably it's like it takes practice.
So I think you got the flow switches down. Like, I didn't get tired of listening to it, But like, I bet if Dice was here, he'd probably say like, "I tell you the same thing every week," and it's like it's different, but it's kind of the same, right? Like it's kind of the same thing that we've been saying is like the energy, having some breaks, having some pauses for, you know, just not being the fucking machine gun the whole time. I think it would make it even more impactful for the listener. Other than that, like, yeah, I would fucking play this again. All Gas, No Brakes is a good album title. Think about that one for the next release. Either way, dope voice, dope song, and good shit.
Yeah, I totally. With the hook too, I was like singing, like I was muted and I was like singing behind the hook. I think that you could use definitely some layers would help with the dis dimension. I know you were talking about D-Bird. That is, I was so jacked up, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
But I was definitely singing with that. This dimension, not from this dimension. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that part.
I'll put
dope
some
shit though.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Gon's put another beat in the queue because I love this fucking human so much and he's such a dope producer. I'm going to skip him. Fuck it. Passive. Good Luck is up next.
Oh, man.
That was my job. That was my job.
Hi, my name is Passive. I'm from the Carolinas. I never had to struggle till the dark days found us. I was probably 10. Then again, everywhere I look, I see the devil.
Wait for it, Nick. Wait for it. It's coming.
Take did the race. I can't look nobody in their face. Tried to call it quits. Couldn't stop the nerves. Oh, fuck it. Guess I got what I deserve. And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. Good luck, 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 good luck. Hit me when you up, bro. Good luck, hit me when you up, good luck. I may be an underdog, still I'm a doper man. Pull out the catalog. What are you smoking, man? I had to get back to pack. I had no problem with that. I ain't belong in the scene, but I know where the party be at. Shout out Wall One. Shout out Old Gate. Shout out New Gate. Whoa. I appreciate your spirit. Probably never gon' hear it. If I ever get my nerves right, I'll kick it with you like the old days. In the city limits. Carolina representative. 26 to Columbia. I-77 to Carowin. Product of dodging the Cardinals. Methamphetamine and heroin. X pills still get you killed. Better than nothing, I swear it is. Sick and tired, here's the evidence. And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. Good luck, 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 good luck. Hit me when you up, bro. Good luck, hit me when you up. Good luck.
I'm over stars. My name is Jacob. 6-0 trade representing. I just get my potatoes. Then I get into this level. Me and Passive all on your beta. Better make 100 hits and fuck around and I'll see you later. Bitch, I been non-stop. Bitch, I been non-stop. Then I gon' fuck with this. Bitch, I like hoes, stop. Me and Passive on. 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 Me and Passive on shine. Yellow bitch, you gon' grind. Yeah, you doing fine. Give a fuck about the line. I just live my life. Bitch, get like twice. Now they fucking with me. I like bitches, you blind. Yeah.
And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. And if I ever get the money, I promise it gon' change me. Promise it gon' change me. Good luck, 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 good luck. Hit me when you up, bro. Good luck, hit me when you up. Good luck, good luck.
All right. That was Passive the Rapper featuring surprise guest Jacob, because nobody ever fucking posts who their features are. They just post their songs. Yeah, I'll start off. So Passive, I loved the chorus. I loved the catchiness of the good luck. The ad-libs in the background were perfect. Jacob coming out of nowhere was a super fun surprise. I think that for me, the best parts of it were when you were kind of in your bag, right? Like you were flowing all over the fucking place, all these crazy flows in verse 2. Jacob, I think, kind of did a similar style as verse 2, where he was, kind of just being experimental. It almost sounded like he was just kind of freestyling and saying, whatever came up. Both of those parts, the second and third verse, I absolutely loved. For me personally, it did take me a second to get into the first verse. It was just more of a subdued, like, deeper subject matter. He's like just kind of talking about his life and stuff. And I respect it. For me, it just didn't capture my attention until the chorus hit. And then the second verse hit and I'm like fucking all in. And then Jacob finished it off with a grand slam. So, it's not like anything bad was happening. It was just more of a laid back, subdued, okay, what's happening here sort of vibe for the first verse. But maybe that just made the second and third slap even more. That's where I was at.
Yeah, agree with all that. Since we were just talking to Zig and about Zig and the track, and I was listening for like the energy changes, I knew somebody was going to do it on the track. I think Passive definitely did it. I think Jacob did it more distinctively in his verse, where he had a very clear energy shift. So that was cool. Both of them mixing it up that way. I like this track overall. The sound, the lyrical content, they both killed it. It was like perfect and well balanced for what it is. When it comes to Passive and talking about ad-libs, something I've noticed recently is that like he somehow gets like beyond ad-lib game. It just like not just like a counter melody, but he'll do like a counter cadence like underneath something that he's doing. And I just find it fascinating. It's like mathematics going on. Like your ears being drawn kind of in two different directions briefly in a way that I think it's a risk because like, you might do too much and kind of, wear out a listener. But for like sophisticated listeners, and if it's done well, and he does seem to do it pretty well generally, it's just such a cool effect. It's like, it's just beyond ad-libs. It's like you hear something else happening. You can't quite, your attention's like split a little bit. And I love that. So yeah, shout out Passive, shout out Jacob. That was dope.
I thought that this was really cool too. I enjoyed this a lot. So I also was so freaking geeked up about your ad-libs, Passive. They were fucking perfect. I fucking love them. I wrote ad-libs like six times on my piece of paper. In the song, does it say it's not like it's not going to change me, or does it say it's going to change me? I want to know your lyric. I couldn't tell. I tried listening closer. But I did not expect Jacob on this either, just like as Deaver did not, as nobody probably did. And it was super nice. Both of you guys did have this almost like soft and then kind of staccato type of tone that I enjoyed thoroughly. It meshed very well together for me. I know that you guys are doing more experimental stuff. I love it when you guys try stuff together because it always just works so well. You guys are you go together always perfectly in your songs, but I really enjoyed this thoroughly. The ad-libs that were probably one of my favorite parts. It was just like added that extra oomph into it. And I do like how you do the pauses in your flow too, Passive. I really enjoyed that. And Jacob with your Spanish. I don't know. I just like this whole thing. It was really cool. If I ever get money, I promise it will change me. That's what I was like. Did it say will or did it say won't? I'm like,
oh right. Yeah. And by the way, love that line. Another honorable mention was the Underdog and Doperman. Kate, like that was a cool little bar. So shout out some good lyricism in there too.
Yeah, always. You guys are freaking G's.
All right. Next up, we have Nikey Joe saying, wah, wah, wah. Here's some qualifiers of why I deserve to exist.
Oh my God.
Own your space, girl. Chasing shadows. Nikey Joe.
We'll consider this.
Fun.
We will consider this fully finished, and absolutely ready to ship. So,
Don't consider this fully finished.
Life. It's about choices. Always choose growth. If you ain't growing, you're dying.
Never ending loop, tape on repeat. Stuck in slow motion, but still incomplete. Unsteady on my feet, ready to retreat. I'm losing me as time flees. It's like a chasing shadows in the dark. Trying to heal our broken hearts, and we just keep falling apart. Never really know where to start. We're chasing shadows, 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 chasing shadows in the dark. We're chasing shadows. I've been walking the line, tired of doing fine. Unsteady on my feet, ready to retreat. I'm losing me. Time flees, days pass like hours, and hours like days. Closer feels farther as I slip away. Reaching in deeper, the shallow sinks in. Hoping for something and nothing begins. Living together in two separate places. Parallel timelines in our own domains. Everything's changing at a rapid pace. I look over and see it's like we're chasing shadows in the dark. Trying to heal these broken hearts. Never really know where to start. We just keep falling apart. We're chasing shadows, shadows, shadows in the dark.
All right. That was Nikey Joe, co-host of the stream today and most days with Chasing Shadows. All
Idea.
right. Mr. Ray Stanz.
I like it. I fuck with the vibe overall. I like the kind of funky, groovy feel of it. I was gonna say, I think you mentioned it's work in process. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
clearly it's quiet at parts, and I was wondering about the mix. And then I heard a part where
there's
the
no
volume,
mix.
the volume did come up, so it was like, all right, well, yeah. But the one thing I would say is I think it needs this would work really well with some type of contrasting 8 or 16 on it. Like get a rapper to spit something hard and sharp, like right in the middle, and or do it yourself. But
Well, no, he's helping with my EP. This is a song I wrote about my divorce, like in 2020.
Shout out divorces.
Yeah, so I wrote this song a while ago. It's just this is going to be a song on my EP, so I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I think I've definitely fucked with it. It needs like a energy switch up at some point, and then just tweak the rest into perfection.
Yeah, so I already heard this on the stream and called the spot for the rapper that I also thought needs a rapper. I figured, it's good. At the very end, boom, in comes the energy, in comes the D-Bird. Let's fucking get it.
Bring in the rasp.
I was thinking Ray Stanz. You know, maybe we could do competing verses and see how it comes out.
Yeah, that's true. Let's all just put our shit on there and see which
Let
one Nikki
let
picks.
Nikki decide. Yeah.
Let the woman choose. Yeah, for me, like I do think that having a professional engineer kind of work with this, mix this. There's different spots that I think maybe the ad libs are a little off, or the harmonizing parts are just a little bit off key. So I think there's some cleaning up to do. I think there's certain words that might be a little pitchy. One that I wrote down was hearts. At the very end, when you're saying broken hearts, you went low, and I don't know that you got to where you wanted to. So I would just say that, like, just minor cleanup on some of the harmonies and maybe certain words here and there. Overall, I love the vibe of the track, obviously, as I'm, pitching myself to come in and pinch hit at the verse 3. Awesome beat. I think your sultry, smoky voice is perfect for it. And interested to hear the final product.
Yeah, I deleted the session, so I got to record it all anyway. So that's why I want notes on it.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening.
Gone After August insists on doing a SoundCloud, which will be in another tab. Long story short, if you're a streamer like me, I know all the intricacies of just how shitty and annoying that is to change to a different tab. So, in the meantime, let's listen to Gonza's beat, Busted. 160 BPM. Let's see if you really bust it down. Yep. Okay. Love this shit. I think we got a pretty good idea of what we got here.
Major sections.
And a little fart at the end. Holy shit, this was dope. This is probably my favorite Gonz beat that I've heard in a hot minute. And I love Gonz beats. So I would say that this shit, give to me. Give to me. This is why I do the review show, so I can claim shit, be all selfish. I love this. I think it needs some dope energy, somebody saying some fucking cool punchlines over it. I thought the drum patterns were insane. The synths, the deep, dark, dirty synths were fucking fire. And I'm pretty sure 10 babies were made just in the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't have much more to add other than I'm sitting in a different location tonight, and it's a dining room chair, and there's a little bit more bounce in the chair, so I was able to really kind of get into that one, especially the one section when like the drums came back, and I was definitely vibing with it. I agree with everything you said, D-Bird. In terms of dope beats, I mean, Gonz he's always cranking them out. should check the one from Friday that Luce is going to get on. That was like that stopped the whole show in its tracks. It was so filthy. This is filthy too, but I'm curious to see if you think how that one stacks up against this one.
Gnocchi?
I loved this. I felt like I was playing laser tag. I loved it so much. It sounded like what laser tag sounds like. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say space laser type beat.
Yeah, it was like I loved all the
sounded
synths
like
and all the
laser tag
drums.
sounds like.
That's what it was just like. And literally sounds like lasers cutting through the air, like you. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Gotta say, I love that. All right. Well, let me do a quick old switcheroo. Ray. Oh, damn.
Oh, psych.
Go ahead, guys. I'm about to step out for an extended period, but what do you need?
No, nothing. I need you to step the fuck off, man. Get. Nikki, why don't you tell us about fucking rocks or something while I switch to the tab with a SoundCloud link?
He dropped the regular file, I believe, D-Bird.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But I'll always talk about rocks.
Okay, change my mind. We got it. This is Gone After August, Wretch Like Me. Let's go!
Oh, Scotty going crazy. Where did I go wrong? Staring at my phone, waiting for a text back, twiddling my thumbs. Roller coaster of emotions, you don't wanna ride along. 12 G's in my pocket like the gravity when I fall. She said I ain't shit, baby, bet that. Chilling at the bottom of the crevice I was left at. You said I love you, well you fucked up when you said that. Honestly, it doesn't matter as long as the check cash. Tell me what you're doing tonight. Let's get out this party, go where you like. Baby girl, you always keep the mood right. We can slow dance in the moonlight, cause I need it right now. Everybody say they next, I think they need to pipe down. I can tell you don't like being tied down, but I can't let you be left, so can you be my right now? Wednesday night, it's the same day the trash goes out. Why they tell me I deserve the best before they cast me out? 10K on the table all alone, they'll cash me out. Grabbing what I can before they fuck me like a casting couch. Jet black forces, sapphire pushes. Rip my chest open like you don't know what remorse is. Shredded me to pieces like you need a smaller portion. Heart's one on my sleeve, yeah, baby girl, of course it's. Mister don't care, can't wait too much. Life ain't ever fair, boy, you better stand up. Me and you right here, energy in tandem. Underneath the starlight, slow dancing phantoms. Mister don't care, can't wait too much. Life ain't ever fair, boy, you better stand up. Me and you right here, energy in tandem. Underneath the starlight, slow dancing phantom. Tell me what you're doing tonight. Let's get out this party, go where you like. Baby girl, you always keep the mood right. We can slow dance in the moonlight, cause I need it right now. Everybody say they next, I think they need to pipe down. I can tell you don't like being tied down, but I can't let you be left, so can you be my right now?
All right, that was Gone After August, Wretch Like Me. Shout out for dropping the actual link so I can steal it and bootleg it. No, I'm just just makes it a little easier to play instead of whatever. I love this. I fucking love this. I don't know if you can rewind on this playback and see my fucking jaw drop. I mean, this guy's in the priority queue, so obviously he's subbed or something, but like, I don't think I knew of him. Maybe this is from like a Friday show or something, but that was fucking fire. I think the things that really stood out to me was you did have a line was left, be my right now. I thought that was kind of fun, even though it was like doing the left right thing. It made it work with the way that your cadence and your flow is. I think there is such a thing about, just listening to this. There were times it felt a little overproduced on the vocals, right? There was just a lot of auto-tune. And it sounds like you have a great fucking voice anyway. So I know that this is a choice. I know this is a style. For me, stylistically, I almost would just prefer to hear it a little more natural. And especially with some of the backing vocals having auto-tune as well, it just kind of was a lot at times. So that would be really my only kind of negative feedback, or not even negative, but just, I wonder what it'd sound like over here. You know, here's option 1A, here's option 1B. I still fucking loved it. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's almost like I have a lot of the same feedback. So there were certain parts where the tune was like perfectly fine because it was that vibe. It was that vibe. I fucking loved your line, your hook. I loved your hook lyrics. But I mean, I was just like, the song, sad. But at the same time, I do agree, just like the teeniest little bit, just because it is overmodulated in a couple parts, like and I think that it is going into the hook. Some of those parts are just a little bit because the tune. A lot of the times with me, I think it's normally when it's the key change, the note change, like the note change for just specific runs and such. But yeah, those I would turn down maybe a little bit. I feel like maybe the highs were maybe a little bit too bright. Maybe turn that down just a little bit too, because that might also be kind of kicking that ass too. But this was really good. I enjoyed it. I definitely get the vibe of it and everything. So I definitely would just maybe be mindful of that, because I like to hear what you sound like, and you do sound like you sound good. So it's like I'm trying to peel back layers of an onion.
Yeah. And since Ray Stanz is, off doing whatever he's doing, who Lord knows what, I'll go ahead and give you his review as well. Hold on. Yeah, this is dope. This was pretty good. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think it was good, and I liked it. All right. So that was Gone After August, and
I'll try to be Ray next.
Go ahead. Do Ray.
I'll do it on the next one.
Okay. Yeah, man, keep dropping. Stick around. There's a lot of talented artists. Definitely could see you working with some cool people. So, all right. It looks like Mr. Drippy Pcash has somehow managed to get into the priority queue, which means that he's up next. Because apparently he connected this shit and forgot. All right. Let me do a quick little stop sharing. Nikki, what's your favorite color? Are you on fucking mute again? You dick.
Blue! I love blue. It's so pretty. I love like a cerulean.
Oh, weird. Pcash is up. I'm just kidding. Fuck you, Nikki. Pcash is up next. Pcash is up next with his Propane single.
Now I'm muting again.
All right. Let's listen to what P Drippy has to say.
Glad you hear Mikey.
Shout out Mikey for the follow.
That's when they come on. Blow like propane, don't get me started. How did I get here? Different planet, we wildin'. I said he get no fault. Tryna hit him in public. How did he get here? With the wrong crowd, he homeless. Playing outside with demons. Stuck in that traffic, one in a head, he gon' leave that shit tragic. Fucking stop and be, no I'm fucking clean, I gotta be, no fuck with me. Ain't no competition, fuck you me, can't fuck with me. Step in the room for the energy, what you telling me? What you telling me, you acting up, get put to sleep. Gotta chase my dream, ain't slowing down, don't really need her. I think I need her. Get that bag, that's all I know. Niggas hating, ain't so this madness. I can feel it in my soul. Spit is flame, that's all I know. Can I copy so much flows? This my favorite saying. Always hold your fucking own. Step up on your motherfucking shit. March up on your motherfucking block. Empty all these motherfucking grips. Cut the fucking bullshit, need to quit. Step up in mine. Rather pull up as a J. Know that they always go, hey, smoking this weed, get it shit out of space. Dang, I will never change. Movie, put one in your brain. What that nigga say to me? I got all my hit bands. I go tell him been again, and I go tell him hit again. He a type of villain man. Pop up, bet he hit again. He hit him up, he hit him up. Hollow points, and they rip him up. I'm outside, we keeping it tucking. You started on what, and we popping your watch. Blow like propane. Don't get me started. How did I get here? Different planet, we wildin'. I said he give no fuck. Tryna hit him in public. How did he get here? With the wrong crowd, he harness. Playing outside with demons. Stuck in that traffic. One in a head. He gon' leave that shit tragic.
Wait, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. So 235 to 301 is just.
Dang it, I didn't get to be Ray.
You still can. No, for this round, you give your feedback in a Ray voice, and Ray, you give your feedback in a Nikki voice.
Hi.
Props.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I loved it. It was so good. Nah, sorry, Nikki. I'm just having fun. I came back in around 1:30. Man, really definitely fuck with Drippy's sound, with P Cash's sound. I did find the cadence, like I came in and I was like, I don't know, like, okay, so walking into it, I don't know what happened in the first 1:30, and I apologize for missing it, P Cash, but the cadence that I walked into, I was kind of like, okay, all right, like there wasn't anything that like you come back to a track and you're like, oh shit, like, but all around dope, great energy, great style as always. I think I like the beat and the overall vibe. And I think I maybe found myself wanting some other kind of like switch up at some point for the portion that I heard.
Nikki, what's your Ray Stanz review?
The stands for Ray Stanz is going to be, I liked the beginning bounce, the cadence. It had a nice tweak in it. It went up. It had a nice diminuendo, crescendo. I
don't say diminuendo and crescendo. You say that.
I say that. Holistically, it was an all-around vibe. Solid. I really liked it. I still am waiting for, the Lamb collab with P Cash and
I don't say that either. That's crit.
I know. No, this is my feedback still. Okay. I'm just giving in your tone, sir. I like the intentional breaths that were left in it and added a little bit of characteristic style to it. All around, good vibe.
I'm not that serious.
Is that your real?
You are.
I'm not serious. And we know if we were both doing Debra, the only thing you have to do is go, here's the thing.
That's a good one. All right. For those who aren't nerds who tune in every week, Nikki, any other thoughts from Nikey Joe?
Yeah, I kind of just tried to deliver my thoughts through Ray Stanz glasses, but that didn't work. So I really liked your cadence changes in this. At the beginning, if you saw me, I was like, I really liked the different inflections that you had. You had a nice bounce in the very beginning. I wish that you would have done that more towards the end too, to change it up more. I think that Ray missed the very beginning of it, which was probably my favorite part of the song, was your first verse. But yeah, I definitely do want to see a collab. I did like the intentional breaths. They do add a nice character to it, because you can't always leave breaths in, and sometimes if you take them out, it just sounds weird. So it makes it feel more human, especially when there is auto-tune on it. So definitely keep that in mind too. Keep those in there. That's a great move. But I like this overall. I think that the tune wasn't as bad. I know that you use tune like this too. It's a stylistic choice. I get it. I don't think that it was as bad. I didn't hear a lot of overmodulation in any runs, so that's the main thing that I hate with auto-tune.
Mikey, so to be honest, there's a whole fucking thing of connect. I think you connect your Twitch to the Discord. I don't fucking know. Dice, the main tech nerd behind all of this shenanigans. The
I'm
wizard,
gonna tag him.
he knows how to do all the priority queue shit. Since I'm just a fill-in, and I am running the show today. I'll just fucking skip to it once you sub. I didn't see a sub come through though. Did you sub or did you follow?
He did a Prime sub.
Oh, he did. Dope.
Yeah, thank you for the sub, bro.
All right. Well, really quickly before we move on to the next subscriber, Pcash, my boy, love this shit. I thought this was very well produced. Clearly, like, you have a style, you have the right tools as far as audio engineering goes. This was fucking slick, a fun listen. My only kind of comments, like, lyrically, it was a little just kind of, it is what it is, right? Like, I think, again, this is a style, this is your style. For me, it felt a little basic lyrically. And I think more specifically, to put a point on it, sometimes when you use a lot of swear words, like, I fucking swear all the time. Fuck, shit, piss, cunt. I don't care. But in a rap context, when you're, saying fucking shit all the time, it feels like filler, right? And so when you're writing, figuring out exactly what it is you're trying to say, figuring out how to make the most emphasis with your lines, really connecting to the audience. I think sometimes, a strategic swear word or doing it for emphasis, for sure. If you're just doing it all the time, it feels like a little bit of lazy writing. So that's all I'd say. Overall, I like the sound, and this was a fun listen. So shout out Pcash.
Shout out Pcash.
And I'm fucking. We review anything, by the way. So this isn't just a rap review. This isn't just a producer review. We'll review anything. You got a girlfriend? You got pictures of your girlfriend? You want us to give her a rating? You got an Instagram you want us to look through? I'll fucking review anything, brother.
We reviewed a T-shirt that a child made, and it was trash.
We did. It was fucking trash. We also reviewed a song a 10-year-old Rogue Jepsen did. So that was something. All right. So let's see where we're at here. It's not in the priority queue. God damn it. Ray, what's your favorite method of torture?
What did well, I think I said on the Discord at one point that I think it's got to be the rack, the stretching rack, because there's a portion where it's going to feel really good before it starts to really hurt, right? Like where you're getting like really good stretch as they're warming you up. So I'm going to go with the stretcher rack.
That's a good one. Yep.
And
right.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, just looks like we found our subs song. So Mikey Brother, backwards one. Let's dive into it. And to answer your question, what are these questions? These are filler. I'm just switching screens. It's fucking tough, man. All right. Shout out to our sub, Mikey Brother, backwards one. I'll kick it off. So, Mikey, I loved the drum patterns. Like the drums were steady, fun. Like the sounds that you chose were fucking great. I loved that. And, I'm no producer myself. I'm just a guy that raps over shit. So who knows? Maybe these were pre-made somewhere. But I think that the drums were fucking perfect and it laid a great skeleton for you to do stuff with. Now, that being said, the next layer of it was the violin. And it really felt like there was only, kind of two tones the whole time, right? It was like, da, 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 da. And it kind of just went back and forth like that the whole time, except for later on, maybe on the seventh note, where you kind of hit a different note to then go back into the 1-2. So I would say that the drums were great. I would consider doing something different altogether than the violin layer. I think maybe a cool sample, maybe some, I don't know, there's a million producers here that are watching this right now that might be able to offer some other advice, some synths, some piano. Just, you got a good skeleton. I think you need better main melodies.
Yeah, I agree with D-Bird. I think that it got a little bit loopy, but I did enjoy the violin. I think that you should mix it up with maybe like some brass, like just the feel of it. Kind of more gave me a classical type vibe, obviously with the violin, but like I would definitely maybe keep it more in those types of like wheelhouse of instruments, like orchestra. I think that would sound good and give you a nice little change up in your melody too, to kind of get it out of the loopy. Because unless you have someone that really plays with their own cadences and tones going over your beat, then it could get boring where somebody would turn it if it doesn't have some sort of change up, a little bit more excitement, give us a little bit of that brass, maybe some woodwinds. But I like that.
Yeah, agree with pretty much everything said. I like the beat. I agree with Smooth Rick saying that it had a pretty old school style sound. Agree with all those suggestions for improvement. With regard to the drums, not that they sounded bad, it sounded like a little bit too. It sounded like too tight. I don't know, like it was like just the tempo was too high or something, or maybe it was like. And I don't know if this is the right word, but like quantized. Like, are they like? Was it like too predictable to the mind because the pattern was too uniform?
Loopy.
But yeah, and everybody's been saying loopy, but overall sound and vibe I fuck with.
Cool. Well, shout out Mikey. Sorry, Nikki, what?
I said, yeah, the ear candies, Turwilk. I had a good point, but yeah.
Shout out. All right. With that, we have come to the end of the priority queue. We have conquered the fucking people who pay us money. We have given our thoughts, and now it's time for our favorite segment, the poors. Nikki, tell me what your favorite thing is to buy as less than $10.
You know how much shit I can get for less than $10? I buy multiple things for $10. So, well, not now with Dollar Tree, it's $1.25 tree, and like there's $5 things at Dollar Tree now. Shit's crazy. But
Hold on a second.
I buy a lot of weird stuff for less than $10.
All right, I'm being corrected. Terwillick says in the chat that he subbed. Nikki, you got to keep me honest here. I'm just flying blind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. And they subbed.
Okay, cool.
Oh, did you connect your Twitch and stuff? Where did you post at? Twirlick? Is it Turwill? I don't know. Like, that's hard. I want to say twerk.
That name's hard. I want to say twerk too.
No, because it's not even like my brain scrambles. Your scrambles.
I don't want to do your dirty twerk.
Did you link your Twitch? So did Smooth. Did you submit Smooth?
Oh, there it is. I see it. All right.
What your name is inside of
like
our Discord. And make sure if you guys do post songs, like go in there and like add a comment of your Twitch name so we know it's you. Because if you didn't link or something, like, we have no way to tell if you're like Smooth in here and there you're like Bob Daniels. Like, I don't fucking know your Bob, so put it in there.
All right, we got it. We got it. Thanks for keeping us honest, Terwillick.
Thank you. And thank you for the
Terwilko.
Sorry I missed that. I might have said thank you, but I'm everywhere. Hi, Nighty.
Thank you for your support. For your support, you get unlimited energy and about 5 to 10 minutes of our unbridled attention. So let's fucking dive in. Let's see what we got here.
5 minutes is a long time.
Big Sassy Des, friend of the stream.
When the sun goes down, you can find me tearing up downtown with the high beams. No need to review when they can catch you. I never look back, never look like I want you. Oh, so innocent, kissing your tattoos, sweet like.
Terwelk, it's broken. What does that mean? What's wrong? I paused it. I could hear it. Could you guys hear it?
I could hear it. Can the stream?
The song slowed down?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
it does that.
Yeah, sometimes with SoundCloud links, it just kind of gets screwed up.
Do you have the file?
Yeah, if you have the file, maybe post it in there.
I'm gonna be honest though. For not knowing that, like, it didn't sound bad.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't slowed down on my shit. So we'll just, take his word for it. Wait, play it. All right. Let's.
Good cover.
When the sun goes down, you can find me tearing up downtown with the high beams. No need to review when they can catch you. I never look back, never look like I want you. Oh, so innocent, kissing your tattoos, sweet like cinnamon. No need for review when they can catch you. It's like I knew you in a past life. I've seen your face before, or I saw you in a dream like, maybe I'm not sure.
Okay. Yep. That was Terwilco, Catch You,
Damn.
fucking face melting. Guess who just earned a follow and a like from yours truly? I fucking love this. Here and let's be honest, right? This was face meltingly good. This was also like 5 songs, right? This is 5 songs in one. We're looking at, what is that? Almost 4 minutes of song. So here's what I'd say. I love the dubstep. I love the drums. I'm actually a dubstep kid by heart, and I love hip hop mixed with dubstep and EDM. So there was just so much goodness, so much to like about this. My recommendation would be to take all of these individual songs that you just mashed together. You know, I don't know if this is a singular entity or if this is a demo. If this is a song in itself, I'd say separate it out, right? When that first dubstep part came in, I was like, I want this. Yes, yes, yes. Give me yum, yum, yum. And then, I think after that, it kind of went into like a little bit longer of a drawn out buildup. And again, when the drop came and then it fucking hit you back in the face, I again just got super fucking into it. I thought the change in energy was perfect, except for maybe a little bit long of the kind of middle section. But again, just kind of a different song altogether. So as we're just sitting in our chairs listening to it, I think it didn't make as much sense from a singular song perspective, even though I loved each of the individual parts in a show. Yeah, this is like a fully mixed set of like a bunch of songs. So favorite part, the second dubstep, loved the hip hop at the beginning. The next dubstep part at the end was pretty fucking dope as well. I'd just say separate.
I'm going to go quick because I love the sound of it overall. And that's the only thought that I had. D-Bird was the exact same thought. It was like, I mean, this might be common for certain dubstep tracks, but multiple songs in one, 4 minutes. It's just kind of, when you're into that first part of it, and then it comes into the different character, which was, as you said, face melting. And then you're there for a while and you're like, all right, like what's really going on here? Like, where is this all headed? Was kind of the thought that I had, but for everything that I heard, I loved it and I was super into it. Go back on mute.
I love this. I was thinking of this like a festival song because that's what I always do when I see. That's why I looked at the time originally. He's like, "We'll give you 5 to 10 minutes of our time," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is dubstep. This is the festival song." So I was already ready for it when I looked at the length. But yeah, I agree that it could definitely be split up. I would say maybe 2. So then you still have some kind of changes. I really liked all of the different changes. You had seamless segues. It was beautiful. I do. In the part right before the dropouts, I think it was the first dropout, I would definitely say that maybe there was like a little bit of an up tempo change. It was after the first dubstep, before like the first dropout for the build up. Maybe a tempo change or something change up there a little bit, because it kind of went on, I think, about 4 bars too long. I was waiting for something to change a little bit. But other than that, I fucking love this. I was jamming, and I would totally bounce around to this at Electric Forest or at any freaking carnival. Sorry, at any festival. Probably carnival too, actually, because I normally put on dubstep when in like my backpack when I walk around festivals and stuff. I'm that girl, even when I do like 5Ks.
Got to Nikki in it. She's in a children's bounce house with her own Bluetooth speaker. Just
for sure. I bring a Bluetooth speaker everywhere. I always have music, so I will be walking downtown and I'll walk past and there'll just be music playing. Gotta head back up to life.
Oh, definitely good shit, Terwilco. Yeah, you've earned my follow. You've earned my respect. You haven't earned my trust. So we'll see what else you got later on. All right. And in that screen share, I didn't miss any other subs, did I?
I don't think so. We had did you get did Smooth have something that they submitted, or did we already listen?
Smooth. Who is this smooth
Yeah.
man?
Smooth Ricks.
Shout out Smooth Ricks, repeat submitter for a few weeks now.
Yeah, I don't
Relative
know.
newcomer, but really started.
Did he sub?
I didn't look. He's a sub, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to him next.
He submitted. I'm not in the queue. I was trying to look through our chat.
All right. Terwilco. Yeah, we typically do one at a time for
Yeah,
submission.
if we have time, we will do two, or we'll put you in Fridays. Your second one on Fridays, so we do have two shows. So
Yeah. Typically, yeah, I guess maybe we should have said this. It's typically one song per submission. And we definitely try to get to as many as we can.
So you did the clever thing and combined two and made us listen to two.
Combined fucking 5. I love it. All right. Let's fucking see about Smooth Ricks. You don't have to sub. You could just put your song in the queue for the regular degulars, and we will get to it when we get to it. If you'd like to skip the line, then we will go right to you. All right. Next up, we've got Smooth Ricks, Would I Die? Oh, when you say it out loud, I see what you did. Let's go. Okay. Tearing it down. Okay. This was Smooth Ricks, Would I Die? I don't know, would you?
Let me go first because I'm dealing with, and I apologize to all the viewers and co-hosts that I'm dealing with perpetual dog emergencies tonight. I got to run the dog back outside. I think Smooth Rick said this was experimental. That's clear. The drums were pretty cool. Some of the sounds that were sampled, for me, this wasn't really coming together like as a finished product yet, I don't think. But I think that you could work and further refine and isolate some of that stuff and maybe get some other elements in there and make a cool track out of this. I can hear the potential, but, I don't know, sounds like 75 to 80% done to me.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I think that, it could use some additional things other than just kind of the chants and the beat. I will say I love the drum pattern. I thought those were really dope sounding drums, and I like what you did with them. I think the chanting was interesting. My only wonder, right, is where do we go from here? I think that if I was to try a rap over this, and I can hear somebody doing something with this, but I can also see their voices clashing with the voices in the background, right? I think there's a lot going on, and either if you were to like sell this beat to somebody to then put a song over, I think you'd probably want to turn down their vocals so you can, accurately mix whatever artist it is, as well as probably do something else in the background, whether it's a synth, a violin, some other thing to kind of switch it up. But overall, not bad.
Yeah, I actually had the same thing written down. The vocal samples that you have in here, they're a little bit high. If you did plan on, if this is just a beat, just to like jam vibe out to, that you don't plan on ever having anybody do anything over, then that's different. But if you did want to have somebody on it, I could see that those vocals clashing with whatever goes on it. It doesn't matter what it is, unless it's just a harmony of the the samples, which wouldn't be then somebody really doing anything over it. So I would definitely just turn the actual samples of the vocals down. You know, if you wanted to keep the hook just those, then definitely keep those up. But definitely the main like parts that I sussed out as the verses, I would definitely, you know, turn the vocal samples down on that. Other than that, I mean, it was a cool little vibe. Definitely could use a little bit of variation about 3/4 of the way through. But other than that, I liked it. It's nice.
That would have been my Nikey Joe feedback. Other than that, I liked it.
It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Did again, keep me honest. I don't think I can see this shit from my screen. Did we get another sub?
Yeah, actually we did. Well, Terwillick's gifted 2 subs.
Terwillick.
And then 99 Voices subbed.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we got a sub train.
30 subbed, I know. Sub train.
All right. Terwilk, you earned yourself another song. Let's figure out how to play this one now.
How to play this one now. Choose a screen, any screen.
This is so hard. Normally, I'm just the fucking face. You know, normally I'm just the good looks, and fucking Dice is running around clicking buttons and shit. Okay. It looks like a Spotify link. All right. Let's try this way.
Very persistent man, I guess.
Boom. Screen. The Death of Peace of Mind.
Is that the one that we're playing? Oh, there. Well, I guess 2 subs, 2 songs.
Yeah. I mean, here we go. All right.
You're going down a Terwilk hole.
I'm so Terwilk ready.
I'm into it. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Death of Peace of Mind. Can you hear it?
I made another mistake. Thought I could
Wow, you are very nice.
How the fuck do you only have 66 monthly listeners?
That's crazy. You just got one more, buddy.
You just got 2 more.
Yeah, man. I mean, here's the deal. This was fucking fire. I, again, loved it throughout. One thing, here's what I'll say. Look, the drops were insane. The fucking metal screams were dope. I think that just something to think about, in the year of our Lord 2023, when you have a 4-minute song, it, takes a lot, right? There's not a ton of people that will stick around for 4 minutes every time. And I don't know what your average is. It just looks like so far we've had a lot of 4 to 5 minute songs. A little long for these days, but I still enjoyed every second of this. My technical feedback would be well produced. The vocals on the first part of it, the highs, were very high. I think it needed some de-esser. It just sounded like kind of harsh in my ears. It was very bright. So if there was a way to kind of mix the first vocals a little bit better, I think, this would have been perfect. Nikki.
I enjoyed what?
Oh, I was just saying you're on mute.
I was on mute, sir. I enjoyed this thoroughly. I thought that it was an overall vibe. Your vocals are fucking beautiful. Like, I loved your vocals. That's why I was like, how the hell do you only have 66 listeners? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Stick around and come hang out with us and make some rock rap or something. I don't know. But yeah, I really like this. I like this a lot. I don't really have much feedback for it. I do agree that the braids were a little bit high in certain parts of it because I could hear the S's so clear, the sibilants. Anyways, but yeah, this was a fucking vibe. I actually am going to share this to my sibling because she would love this. They would love this. So that's what I'm doing right now. Do we want to split it up and do a 99?
Yeah, I did 99 sub as well.
99 sub, and then we'll go back to Torlico's Insanity. Oh, we got 2 blue guys.
Blue guy. I'm blue. Dabba die. All right. We will circle back to you, God of the Step of Dub. In the meantime, let's figure out where this fucking person posted.
You want to sing out one of your songs? You don't even know what I sing like. Or wait, were you in here?
You don't even know me, bro.
You don't even know me, bro. What if I sing like a goat?
All right. Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
For what it's worth, I would rap the fuck out of those beats. I want those beats. Let me fucking take a crack at it. And by crack, I mean
Okay.
methamphetamine.
You don't want us to listen to Catch You? Do you want us to put that in the Friday stream?
Okay. Yeah. No worries, man. Well, I love you for submitting. I love you for subscribing and submitting. I think I just love you in general. You got a new follower, and I'm just gonna follow you everywhere now. Only if you give me that dubstep beat, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we have 99 Voices, Feeling for You. Let's see what he has to say.
'Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. 'Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. No, I ain't no side. I'm bringing you everything you need in your life. Oh, I can decide if you might be everything I need in my life. falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind, but you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time, 'cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind, but you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. I'm bringing you everything you need in your life. If you might be everything I need in my life. 'Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind, but you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. 'Cause I've been falling for you knee deep.
Oh, falling for me? Falling for me? No, not falling for me. It's falling for you by 99
Feeling. Is it feeling or falling?
Feeling for
Feeling.
you.
I thought they said falling too.
This is that public school education coming out. Oh, my apologies. That was dope. There's a lot that I liked about it, right? I liked the vocals. I liked the melody. I liked the. I wrote down when at 154 when the drums kicked in and the heavy synths. That was probably my favorite part of it. I was fucking just feeling like I was eating pears on top of a cloud. It was awesome. The parts that I, was kind of like, I like this, but I would prefer not, was kind of all of the boom tisk parts. And when it went like the crazy keys in the background, it felt busy, right? Like there was times of this where it just kind of felt busy. So I would say paring this down, simplifying it a little bit more, focusing on what really works in this, which to me is the vocal melodies, the drums. I want more drums in this, and kind of limiting the extras and the noise. I think that this could be even better. And yeah, it could be like a 2-minute song, drums, synths, because those synths at the end also kind of just went long and became busy with everything going on. But overall, a lot to love in this.
I love this. I agreed with Darius that it came in way too hot. I think that you should have definitely had like some sort of intro or build up or something rather than just vocals coming in hot. Because you want to get out of the last song that you were just in before you just get jerked into the next one. It's not a jerk of train of songs, but like. There was something that clashed. I really loved the one I wrote down, the 150 Mark II, where that all happened. But then I feel like a little bit after that, the low oohs started clashing a little bit with the bass, where it was like I didn't know like which kind of, it pulled me out of my vibe a little bit. So I don't know, it might have been something else under there because it was only for a minute, but it did pull me out of the vibe, and I was in a fucking vibe because this is a fucking vibe. I like that.
Yeah, not much to add. D-Bird had the technical comments. I'll just say that, again, apologies. I had to run outside, was getting back, a little bit distracted. And I sometimes think the distracted test is good because then you're only half listening. And what I heard was fucking awesome, and I loved it.
Hold on. Are we to believe Terwilco just created a new song idea with the third drop of the first submission? Interesting. Yeah, drop it in the queue. I think we need to get to a couple other songs, but you did obviously gift another sub, so we will definitely get back to that. So if you're cool with that, maybe tweak it or make whatever changes you want, put some ideas into it, and we'll definitely come back to it.
Do you want us to catch you in Friday's queue, Terwillic?
What was the other one?
Oh, we don't have a Friday queue yet.
Oh, Insanity. So yeah, man. I mean, we owe you another review. So if you want Insanity, if you want this first drop, whatever you want, brother, we will definitely listen. I can take a look at that part. This is just 3 hours in. I'm not sure. All right. Hey Ray, what kind of butthole does your dog have?
Well, I got 2 dogs. They're both pretty standard, modest. They're not too in your face. They're like pretty reasonable. They're not offensive if you happen to see it. My small dog Cora's has changed color as she's aged, which apparently happens to like that type of flesh, like the nose and the back end. And the other one is just fairly peachy pink.
How funny, because the next song by M Theory is called
Oh my god.
What? What are the odds? How did you know that?
Yeah.
You're a little scallywag. All right. Well,
Is seeing the word peach what prompted you to ask about a butthole?
No, I just kept on saying dog emergency. I'm like,
I mean, I get it.
it's a butthole thing, right? It's a dog butthole.
Isn't it the whole thing?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, M Theory from his Tropic of Capricorn album, Peach, featuring Work for Hire. Work for Hire.
Work for her.
For her.
Where's the sugar sauce?
Work for her.
Boys say see smoke, yeah, well I'm the motherfucking flame. I'm cooler than the rain, babe. Got some drip on me. I'm the big bad wolf, yeah. Got some gold on my teeth. I'm sour, you're sweet. Ooh, in the mood for peach. Take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me. Oh, pretty please.
Yup.
Yeah, baby girl, you're the sweetest. Complete this, I become the weakest when she touch. Between us, complete trust, keep the uniqueness. Treat her the best because the best things are cheapest. Soft as the peach fuzz, locked in and we trust. Each other's deepest thoughts and the secrets. Now eat it all the way to the peach pit. Cause I'ma complete this and keep it the briefest. Your melody is melody and I got the juice. Low fidelity, the remedy and the muse. Ain't no jealousy, just check on me in the booth. The way you're saying things and telling me I'm the truth. The way you're touching and kissing me got me feeling loose. Feeling the ecstasy, supplementary cause of remove. Memory necessarily cut out in the afternoon. And now I'm hoping it's you.
Say see smoke, yeah, well I'm the motherfucking flame. I'm cooler than the rain, babe. Got some drip on me. I'm the big bad wolf, yeah.
All right. Sorry.
I'm sour, you're
gotta-
sweet.
In the afternoon.
I gotta go back. This is gonna
Got me
bug me.
feeling loose, feeling.
This is gonna bug me if I don't check. I'm like, am I fucking crazy or does he drop off beat? Before I make a judgment, let's figure it out.
The ecstasy, supplementary cause of remove. Memory necessarily cut out in the afternoon. And now I'm hoping it's you.
Say see smoke, yeah, well I'm the motherfucking flame. I'm cooler than the rain, babe. Got some drip on me. I'm the big bad wolf, yeah. Got some gold on my teeth. I'm sour, you're sweet. Ooh, in the mood for peach. Take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me. Oh, pretty please.
All I see is a knockout. Every night now before I am conked out. Before I am locked out. Tell my conscious rhythms, yo, to stop it and watch out. Cause they gon' shop till they drop now. Pop the wrong lock and make the stocks all drop down. I was holding my heart out, hoping you would start down this path in this hard route. In the cabinet where I'm storing all this magic potion. Mix the peach and mango sun with the orange ocean. Keep my poster on the wall because of pure emotion. Just like you did for me, gave description to the notion. Everything feels slow motion. Everyone wanna come see the commotion. You never have to question my devotion. Let's give ourselves promotions. Let's
Say she smoke, yeah, well I'm the motherfucking flame. I'm cooler than the rain, babe, got some drip on me. I'm the big bad wolf, yeah, I got some gold on my teeth. I'm sour, you're sweet, ooh, in the mood for, please take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me. Take a bite out of me.
Invite me.
Oh, pretty please. Just one last time. That's all I got. Everything else is all I'm not. Just one last time. All I got. Everything else is all I'm not. It's all I'm not. It's all I'm not.
All right. That was M Theory featuring Work for Her. Peach.
Work for her.
Work for her.
Work for sure.
Miss Nikey Joe, what we think?
Miss Nikki Joe thinks that this was a complete and total vibe. However, there were bits and pieces of it where I feel like the highs were a little bit too bright, and that could have been touched up a little bit on the mix. It kind of made the frequency a little bit too high. So I heard a little bit of frequency noise, but it wasn't bad because it kind of sounded like part of the beat maybe had a little vibe like that in it, so it didn't clash too bad. However, I really liked like your ooh-oohs. I liked all of this in here. The hook was freaking so fire. I loved it, but I would definitely smoke a lot of cigarettes to this. Yeah.
Methamphetamine cigarettes, allegedly. Ray Stanz, what we think?
I agree with Miss Nikki Joe. I did find it a vibe. I think I preferred the hook over the verses in this case, both in terms of, well, I think like, D-Bird, you were contemplating like, did M Theory fall off beat? And I think maybe lyrically, and Dice was saying this, he was saying like M Theory is like a lyrically dense artist, which I appreciate, and I like to like listen and parse. So I appreciate that. But I do think when you get a little bit extra clever and start to do a lot of different things with rhythm and lyrics, you do maybe risk that the perception that you had. You're like, okay, what's actually happening here? And did I like lose the plot a little bit towards the end of this verse? Mix wise, I feel, and I don't know, I have an instinct that like the hook, and sometimes we say, hey, we want to hear more contrast between the verse mix and the hook mix. And we heard that here. The hook sounded great. Verse, I'm wondering, was I hearing like more like breaths and pops that I would have wanted to hear? Maybe like it didn't. I don't know if it was as clean as the hook. Was the impression that I walked away with.
Yeah, that hook was fucking fire. Yoga Flame. I loved it. Work for here. You can sing on my hooks any day, brother. That was very cool. Very, very nice. Super smooth. The beat was fire. I think that, like, I didn't have a problem with what M3 did. I think that it was a cool sounding voice to the track. I like the song overall. It's his fucking song. I like your song. Now, if we're going to go into the nitty gritty kind of, where can it be improved? Kind of like Ray touched on, I think that both ends of your verses kind of felt, I almost felt crazy. It almost was like us being gaslit because I was like, is this off beat? Is it on beat? It just made me like, it didn't feel like the flow went with the vibe of the song, if that makes sense. Like the whole vibe this whole time is super chill. Like, hey, we're kicking it, man. We're just smoking on the beach. And like, I've got this babe next to me who's like just got done playing volleyball. And yeah, man, like I'm just chilling. And then all of a sudden you're kind of like bringing a different energy to it at the very end. So it did feel like the last let's say 2 lines on both verses kind of fell off right before the hook hit. And then that fucking hook comes in. You're like, who cares? I'm high anyways on the beach with a volleyball babe. So that's just my thoughts is, you can get a little complex and, sometimes you got to think of like the flow of the song and whether the flow of your voice is matching it. But overall, fucking like this. All right, let's stop sharing that one. And Ray Stanz.
Hit me.
All right. If you could be a giraffe, why would you have sex with your sister? Go.
Well, it's the animal kingdom. Nobody can gossip about you or talk, so it's just going to happen. And like, what are they going to? They can't even communicate that it happened. So fuck it. Just go for it.
Sure. And that is the correct answer. Next up, speaking of correct answers, Apisal has an answer for us. Giflar draft. Almost sounds like giraffe. Nothing like a good incest draft from our friends overseas. All right. Apisal, Giflar draft.
It's just me on camera. It's just me on camera. No, sorry, guys. Sorry. Shout out Apisal. Welcome back, man. You don't submit enough. I love your shit. Apisal shit's fire. Ooh, some style change. Hell yeah, Apisal, I like this. Whoa, tempo switch.
Shout out to Wilco for the tip. Hey, man. All right. Well, that is Apisal Giflar draft, not incest draft, ironically. Nick Joe, what thought?
Thought I what had. So for this one, I really liked this. I liked your change up. When I came back in, I was listening the whole time. I was just trying to do something. But I liked how you dropped out of like everything and you just had like the bass going. That's probably my favorite part of it. And then you came in with those salsa type drums. I really like that vibe a lot. I feel like about 3/4 through, you could have done a little bit different of changing, but this is probably one of my favorite one of your tracks, to be honest. This is I like this a lot. You had so many different changes in it that it was really nice. And then I think I was expecting more towards the end because it kind of stopped changing so much. And I was like, dang, but I really enjoyed it.
What about Ray Stanz?
I agree. I agree with most of that, maybe all of it. Yeah, one of my favorite Apicel tracks. I'm a big Apicel fan since the first time I ever heard Apicel sound. I thought this one was super cool. It was like a journey, but it was cohesive. There was like a unifying theme and a common sound throughout. But there was some really cool switch ups in there. And yeah, maybe I agree with like Nikki towards the end. Maybe it could have used one more. It got a little bit like warbly with it felt like, to me, it felt, and this could have been a stream issue, but it felt like the rhythm got a little bit. Some of the earlier like rhythm and tempo changes were clear, and then you were in another section, and towards the end, it started to feel a little bit like muddled, and but not bad. Overall, dope ass track. Shout out Apicel. Glad you're back. Glad you're submitting. What else you got for us?
So I'm gonna have to be real honest here, guys. I had a door emergency as well. That had nothing to do with dogs, but I had to run to my door. So I missed probably the first half of this. The second half of it when I came back. I liked it. I think it didn't, blow my dick off, but it also didn't, blow my dick off in a bad way either. So I feel like it was what it was. It was a nice beat. It was well crafted. There was a lot of thought put into it. I guess just for me, it wasn't something that I could imagine necessarily rapping over, and it was more just kind of like a unique listen in and of itself. So
in terms of rapping on it, yeah, I would say I would want to select my section. Be like, hey, Apicel, can you just kind of loop out 21 through 110, type of thing.
Yeah. But then again, not everyone's just making fucking instrumentals for D-Bird to rap on. So speaking of rapping on, I'm supposed to say something nice about Rogue Jepson. Rogue Jepson is the best British person I know who doesn't smoke cigarettes and is very polite. I'd say that he's probably a safe bet if you want your daughter to date someone who won't even make a move on her and will probably buy her nice things and spoil her with jewelry. So shout out Rogue Jepson. And also Apicel. You know what? I'll go back and listen to the first half, and we can talk on the Discord. All right. Hey Nikki, real quick, can you come off mute?
Of course.
So I've been wondering, if you had a pizza, would you rather have it with earthworms or grubs?
Well, I mean, grubs will go down faster. I've eaten earthworms before, though.
Of course, yeah.
I was a playground. I've eaten leaves too. Dares, I take dares seriously, but probably grubs because it would probably be a little bit smaller on a pizza. I don't know if I would want something crawling on a. I don't know, but grubs with juice out in your mouth. I don't know. Probably earthworms.
I agree. I think grubs are also squarely in the, if you have to consume something like in the forest, eat a grub over an earthworm. It's like all protein or some shit like that, isn't it?
But I just don't want it squirting in my mouth, like biting into have it being like underneath like a pepperoni and just biting into it and having like squirt into your throat. Like I don't know if I can handle that.
No, fuck. I didn't see anything. Okay. Terwelko, what message do we got on the tip? What do you want us to play? Yeah, we should probably play your shit next, actually. Yeah. Thanks for bringing me back to the fucking realistic real world of, oh yeah, we're capitalists. We are money-driven society, and if you fucking bribe us, we will listen to your shit.
Thank you for your entry, Episol.
Thank you for your entry, Episol. Thank you for your money, Terwilco. Tell us what to do. What would you
Tell us.
Yeah, you basically
on the stream.
you've bought directorial. You've got directorial authority for the next 5 minutes. What's it going to be, man?
Do you want to move in with me? Do I owe you my house now? Do I just fucking give it to you?
Yeah, man.
You are.
I'll host you for a week.
You have control. What do you want?
Give me instruction.
Should we do more stupid questions?
Play his latest submission.
Play my latest submission. What the fuck?
Sure.
Well, that's an easy one.
It's fucking
Play
boring.
Whip. You want to use
Is
Whip?
that new ID? Is that the one? New ID?
I don't know. There's so many in there. I don't know which ones we did.
This is the one. This must be the one he said was based off the third drop on the first submission.
The Whip. Work in progress. All right. Is that no ID? Yes. All right. Well, sorry, One Hum. You're going to have to go back in line with the rest of the poors because we got a Mr. Richie Rich over here. And for that purpose, we shall share our thoughts, our souls, once I figure out how to do this shit.
Ray, you look like you're in a mugshot right now because of your blinds. Lean back again. Mugshot Ray.
Hold on, what would the crime be?
Oh, that has rape written all over it. I mean, but I always thought
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, this is nothing new. All right. Nikki, what's Ray's mugshot?
Oh, today's mugshot?
What's
Jody,
Ray's
right?
mugshot?
What I would describe as mugshot. Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm totally okay with your tip, Terwilt.
Sorry, Darius. What I actually meant wasn't the R word. It was a crime of passion. He was just doing too much community service, and they locked him up for having too big of a heart. That was the official.
That is definitely Ray. Or Ray would get locked up for being chained against a tree, like that. A protester
trying to save the environment too hard. All right. Terwilco, new ID. Oh my God, we've got a work in progress. Let's see what the fuck he made. Officially become the Terwilco stream. I love it. This is the Terwilco world.
That needed to go another 8 bars, bruh. I was too into that for that to drop out like that. You left me like just wet in my panties without actually coming. So extend that shit a little bit longer.
I'm paying attention now.
Sorry. I don't know how else to relate that. Bro, I love the like screen to drops. This whole review sounds dirty just because like the content of this song for some reason. I loved you like screams in it. They were great. And then to your drops and your build-ups, everything was just fantastic. I definitely like you definitely should have won another round on this. She wasn't quite done. You should have kept going one more round, you know. But you had the perfect change-ups and everything. I was actually worried in the very beginning because I was like, this is starting a little bit slow, but then it went in so great with her vocals and stuff. It was beautiful. This is great. Definitely make sure you finish it and don't leave us.
Yeah, I guess first track was too long. This one was, according to Nikki, too short. I could see it both ways. I was pretty. This was pretty cool as is. I think in terms of the length for me. The only thing I thought that I would change would be that vocal sample could be like a little bit more louder and present. It was really cool, but it was like very subtle and kind of like being washed out by a lot of the other stuff going on. And it was like a very cool element of the whole thing. So I maybe it's my end, and for some reason it wasn't as loud as it was for others. But to me, it sounded a bit quiet. That female vocal sample.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like the first female kind of harmonizing in the background felt a little bit like Gladiator, when the Romans are like coming up on his like wife and kid, and they're like, oh, I wonder what's happening over here. Right before they get fucking slaughtered, there's that like sad like sing-songy melody. That's kind of what the first vibe was going into it. And then the fucking slam in your face dubstep was so perfect. I loved this shit. I think the length for me was perfect. You know, not everything needs to be a marathon, Nikki. Sometimes you can get a lot done in just 2 minutes and 47 seconds.
I wasn't done.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, that's the perfect length.
I guess I'm unsatisfied. I wasn't done. I wanted a couple more bops.
Yeah. Sometimes you could do a lot in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So, yeah, I thought this was fine. I also think that, if I was to make any recommendations, it did kind of end abruptly, right? I think that instead of having a whole nother 8 bars, like having, maybe 8 bars and then like fading it out, right? Like having a fade out for it, I think would
have a little cool down.
Yeah, a little cool down period. Other than that, like this is what I was fucking talking about of like, here is a single serving dubstep song that I can fucking punt babies to. Like this shit gets me hype. I want to fucking drop kick that motherfucker and be like,
oh my God, dude.
Oh, did you just go out into the bridge? Bye. I've got dubstep to listen to.
He's got dubstep yeet feet. Jesus Christ.
Dubstep yeet beat. That's the perfect descriptor for this. So shout out for Wilco. Definitely will keep an eye out for more of your dubstep yeet beats. Don't let the females down by just
don't leave me hanging.
Making an ending. All right. Am I missing any other fucking subs? What else we got? I think the next one is
no.
Right?
Let me see.
Well, I think it's this one. Either way, since I'm the fucking host, this is just what we're
do whatever you want. Yeah, nobody can tell you it's wrong.
Yeah, you don't own me. You don't own me. No one owns me. I'm my own master. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and what I want to do is listen to One Hum Heartbeat. Thumb featuring Majin Buu Geo. Let's get it.
Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah. My heartbeat. My heartbeat, yeah.
We made it out without a lot before. It ain't even gonna hurt a little. People talk like they wanna start a war, but they more square than Malcolm in the middle. You ain't even ever hold a pistol. You ain't even really let it go, but you say you bought it and I'm skeptical, man. Who the fuck are you flexing for, huh? Whatever though, cause when it comes to it, man, you never know. And I'm just trying to fuck 5 bitches at the same time. Drop a little style, I'll be remembered for, yeah. So I'm minding my own, minding my grind while I'm finding my throne. Respect to the loss, I hope the privilege really know what it costs. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah. Cause sometimes I don't know, it's like I'm so full of light, but I'm numb to the cold. You gon' reap what you sow, it's what they kept saying, I was 14 years old. Plus they left us alone, we provided for self, no help needed no more. Yeah, I stand on my own, I stand on my two, and I do what you don't. But who's watching my 6? Got brothers did time cause they homies done flipped. Shit's crazy, you touch a bag, jealousy engulfs all these lame hoes. You ain't even gotta ask, I already know how the game goes. I'm all on my pivot, they watch and they listen, I go places they can't go. They can't go. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah.
1990, I was born in the cold. Both of my parents was hooked on dope. One did H, one did coke. They learned how to mix, now they high off both. Everyone high in the city of the ghosts. It always seemed like the dead do the most. Where did they go? Everyone floats away. My mama was skipping them states. Little to say, we never got straight. It ended with my mom in a prime box. My pops did 27 years on lock. My whole generation love busting gunshots. Yeah, we are the age of the turnkey. Our parents was nowhere to be found. So fuck it, we picked up a rebound and never put that bitch back down. Yeah.
Can you hear my heartbeat? My heartbeat, yeah. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Yeah.
Very interesting.
All right. Well, that was either One Hum or Thumb, featuring Majin Buu Gio. Ray, what you think?
I liked it. You know, I was sitting here thinking about like when we give our feedback. I used to give letter grades back when I first, dropped in the stream chat before long before I was ever sitting here talking to you guys. Remember that? I was just there, just like, hey guys, I think this one's an A. I think this one's a B. I'll be in the chat with it. First of all, I think it's a pass. I think it's working like on enough levels to interest me and engage me. There are some things I think I would change. I got a little bit. I started to wonder about the structure. It was like the heartbeat refrain, and then like I don't know how many bars, and back to the heartbeat refrain. And I got to go back and count. Was it a full verse in there? Sometimes we criticize people. It's like, yeah, you kind of gave up and you just went back to something, and at least it felt like it came back to the heartbeat thing pretty quickly. I like the concept, like the vibe, like the beat. I like both MCs' kind of subtle presence. I think I preferred the second one slightly. And it might've been because like that had a little bit more flair in the lyrical content. I liked that line about the, H and the cocaine and mixing and getting high off both. It just like hit lyrically, kind of very vivid. Yeah, no, not mad at this one. Interested in both artists and chill vibe. And I think what would make it spectacular would have been like a little bit more lyrical flair, like in that first verse, because some of the themes and stuff were just felt a little bit generic to me. Just kind of like, and hey, could qualify this, like I'm very guilty of a lot of these lyrical choices that I'm criticizing right now. So we're all growing. Shout out Thumb / One Hum and Majin Buu Gio.
Nick Joe, thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't mind this at all. I definitely think that is this already released? I can't see behind the tag. Anyways, I definitely think that there's a couple spots in your rap that you could tighten up, but overall I did like the vibe of it. It wasn't bad at all. It was nice. You had your flow and your tone and your cadence were fine. It wasn't anything that stuck out crazy to me, but it wasn't something that I turned either. It wasn't something I hated. I definitely think that you might want to tighten up your flow a little bit for this. That was my main thing with this.
I want to predict that D-Bird's going to say that he didn't like the hook. I may be wrong, but that's a guess. That's a guess that I.
Wow, it's like you guys have seen me review music for fucking 2 years now. Yeah, the heartbeat thing, I get it, but it just wasn't drawing me in, right? It was just kind of boring. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat?
Yeah.
Like,
just a little more.
The hook should be the catchiest part of it, right? Like a hook needs to be something that you get people chanting, you get stuck in fucking people's minds so that when they're playing your song, they're singing along to it, they're shouting it back to you in a crowd as you're performing, or at very least, they're just going around their daily lives, you know, smoking Camel Reds, pounding Mexican beers, and just like, can you hear my heartbeat? You know, like you gotta either use more melody if that's the line you insist on, or figure out how to do a little bit more with it, right? I think that the first rapper, the delivery was lacking for me, right? I'm not even going to comment on like, you know, the content itself. I think that, you know, it was kind of fine, the subject matter for the song that we're doing here. To me, you know, as you're like, you know, all these people are saying that, you know, they're gangster, they shoot guns, but I'm the real one. I'm real. I fuck hoes. You know, like you said it so unenthusiastically, where like the things you were saying, I was thinking in my head about you delivering it. I didn't believe that you're about that life, whether it's guns or women or whatever. And that's just, you know, comes with experience and comes with just more practice delivering, right? I don't know anything about your life. That's the way it came across to me. Second verse, or the second feature though, fucking flames. This guy fucking knocked it out of the park. Crazy cadence, great flow, great presence. His delivery was dope. So yeah, this feature was fucking fire. If I was to say anything, I would say rethink the hook and maybe redo your verses with a little bit more energy. All right. So we've got 4 songs left in the queue for tonight. Let's stop sharing this one. Hey, Nikki. Are you on mute? As always.
I'm not muted.
Okay. Nikki, if you could be a witch or a werewolf, which one would you be?
A witch.
Why is that?
Because then I could be a werewolf if I wanted to. You can do anything.
That was like if you got a genie and asked it, could you wish for more wishes? Yeah, you can. Okay, fine. Go ahead and wish for more wishes. Now that's a cheat.
You win. You get more wishes. Yeah, that's the Aladdin one for sure.
I don't know. Werewolf, I wouldn't want to only be able to turn like only the moon, though. You know, like that would kind of suck too. Like, I don't know. I just think that I would have more fun as a witch. I would like go to the French Quarter and stuff. I want to go to the French Quarter so bad. We should have stopped.
The werewolf aspect, like you're under the full moon, you have no control, you wake up naked in a park. You know,
I mean, it sounds great.
Not by the playgrounds, right? Like, yeah. All right. Well, speaking of playgrounds, you know who has grounds to play his music here? Fish out of water. Because this guy submitted into our regular queue, and it is now his turn to turn into a fucking beast of music. Let's hear what he has to say.
Shut up.
She told me she loved me with words as soft as morning rain, but the light that fell upon me turned to words as soft as morning rain, but the light closing around me, night surrounds me, I'm a morning rain, but the
Yeah, okay.
As
All right.
morning rain, about the
And if
light.
there's anything more to it, I think we get the gist, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead, Ray.
The vocal accompaniment, it's like you kind of got like a chop effect on the sample when if you were going to put that there, it should have just been sung straight through. That was fucking me up that it sounded like herky jerky. It's very like
My favorite flavor.
herky jerky, very Neil Young-esque, like been through the desert and a horse with no name kind of vibes. I think I fuck with the sound and the tone and the vibe overall. I think that the performance on that vocal aspect of it was knocking it down a notch for me and like kind of ruining it a little bit. It needs like a re-record. Just do it straight through. Don't chop it up like you were doing, and put some more effects on it, a little more emphasis behind the delivery. Voice doesn't sound bad. And I like those guitars and some of the drum stuff that was going on. I'm interested, but like needs work.
Nick Joe.
I enjoyed this too, and it had a very Neil Young sound, Mamas and Papas sound. It reminded me of California Dreamin'. That's the kind of vibe that you have with this, and I really liked it because I love that style. Like that's some of my cruising music. Like I love that fucking era of music. But I liked your vocals. I thought that they were set a little bit too far back, where I couldn't hear everything. So either add layers to it. Or bring them up just a little bit so that it's not so meshed under the beat, maybe bring it with the beat. But yeah, I thought that this was overall good. Definitely some, EQ, bringing everything together so then the right things are highlighted. I think that's the main thing here. So just shine your best attributes.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't recognize it, but I did think it was probably a sample. So Fish Out of Water is saying it was a zombie sample. Yeah, here's where I'm at. I fucking loved this for the melodies, the sample. I think the entire zombies song, like the singing on the track, the melodies, the guitar, all of that shit was so fucking good. Like the biggest part of it, you got a fucking 80% on the test, right? The part where I went from fucking midnight back down to 6 o'clock was the drums. The drums were flaccid. It's kind of like getting a bowl of, fucking beer cheese soup. And you're like, oh, wow, this looks really good. Wow, some extra cheese in there. You're like eating it. And then before you know it, a fucking fly zips down and lands right in it. And you're like, oh, you like take the fly out of it. But the whole time you're still thinking of that fucking fly in your soup. To me, the drums were that where like I just couldn't get past what sounded like an MPC drum kit, Fruity Loop. Like I'm just going to click, drum 3. And then the hi-hats or the cymbals were so muted, right? I want fucking Terwillico drums, right? I want that kick in the face. And once you get that kick in the face with the drums, whether it's like multiple layers of them, multiple, hi-hats, or just choosing the right deep sounds, I think that this track will probably be one of my favorite instrumentals of the night. Needs new drums though. And with that, you know what drums are the best, Ray?
What drums?
Drumsticks. What's your favorite type of chicken?
You got to go with the flat, the wing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, flats are the sleeper. I mean, anybody who's got experience knows. Yeah, you got to go.
Chicken legs.
Yeah.
Kitty drumsticks. Flat.
Well,
pick them apart and like lick in between them and shit.
That is the wildest shit I've ever heard.
What?
I literally had fucking bone-in wings today. And
Great wings on?
It was great. The only problem was like, yeah, I don't want to fucking, need to do some fucking surgery in between two bones. It's like, just give me
like I don't want to like eat out bones.
Yeah.
In a restaurant.
Shout out. I talked about this before on one review one of the review shows. I don't know. I just must have come up, but Tiffany Haddish was on. Did you guys ever see Hot Ones, that show on YouTube where they?
Yes.
That's a pretty cool show. Tiffany Haddish just put the whole flat in her mouth and would just go, and it would come out. It would come out like it was like trying to share stand. This shit would come out like completely like clean, like there was no chicken left on. I was like, okay, all right, that's all right.
That grosses me out.
I see you, Tiffany.
Less than impressing me, that grosses me the fuck out.
I think it's awesome.
Speaking of grossing out, you know who's really fucking gross? Red.
Why do you call yourself Beat? You can't just say Beat. Fuck that. Put a name on it.
That's why it's so gross. It's like, what the fuck? Are you even trying? So my first review is bad name for a beat, but it's also uploaded 1 hour. He's probably like half on his phone and like half driving. Regardless, we'll see how it sounds. I think this is probably him on the guitar. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, we kind of get it. So that was Red with Beat.
About it?
I don't know if this was a beat as much as it was Red masturbating with
What
his
did you
guitar.
say it was?
He said it was
Hey,
beat.
nice to Red.
I am being nice to Red. Look,
Yeah.
Clearly a talented guitar player, right? Like not taking that away from him.
Mhm.
I think that looking at this from an outside perspective, right? Like, which is what we're doing. We're just reacting to whatever's in front of us. I think that there was a lot of interesting kind of melodies that you were doing. And then at times when you started putting more layers on, they clashed, right? So around like the 25-second mark, when the second guitar comes in, it clashed with the first melody. And I think that the drums itself, while I liked the kicks and even the snares were all right, I think you could probably flesh that out a little bit more. The cymbals were so muted, right? And this is another example of like, if you actually had, better drums, I think it would have made a better overall product. And then like the electric guitar came in and it was just a goddamn mess. the McFlurry, you turned it upside down to prove that it wouldn't come out, and it just splattered on the ground. I think
that's a great. Yeah.
I think there was a lot of cool parts to this, and even the electric guitar, I'm like, fuck yeah, but it just clashed with everything else. So that's all I would say is that you got talent, you just got to figure out how to put it all together in a cohesive piece.
So I can see that I feel like half the McFlurry stayed in. Because I didn't. You need to tighten it. You need to tighten up, Brad. You need to tighten up your playing. You need to tighten up your drums. You need to tighten up all of it. But you knew that because you said that you need to fix your timing. That's my biggest thing with the timing. And I feel like there was such a different change in the hook or guitar, the other part of the guitar that where it switched. I think that you need to have a little bit more, better of a transition, maybe a little bit more behind it because it kind of was abrupt. But no, Red, I definitely I'm glad that you're making music and beats. Because when I first came here you weren't. So this makes me happy and I want to see you keep doing it. So I definitely think you need to keep working on it, tighten everything up. Send me some rock shit. I'll go on some of your beats. I'll jump on your beats, bruh. Send me some shit. But tighten it up first. I need mine tight.
Philosophically, what is the right level of done to present something to somebody and say, would you like to get involved with this?
An idea?
Well, I don't know, because I think I'm pretty guilty of sending like half-baked ideas to people and being like, hey, hop on, but it's like not really like a complete concept yet. And
I sent D-Bird an idea before.
Hey, it's almost like, hey, do half the work for me. Like how,
So, there's differing opinions on this. I know fucking Crit and Paradise are always like, bro, until you're like, as good as Russ, don't even submit shit. Just hide it forever on a laptop, which you can listen to yourself and get better, but just throw away into the ocean. And then once you're like, rap God, then submit. I'm the opposite. I think everything is growth. And as long as you're willing to hear what other people have to say from an objective standpoint, I think anything is good. And so as half-baked as it is, I throw out shit all the time where I'm like, what do you think about this? Oh, you didn't like that? You didn't like that? And I'll take from that feedback what to move forward with. And hopefully, Red or anyone else can do that too.
I think I agree. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I talk too much.
What were you going to say?
No, I think that's why one of the reasons why I don't submit normally is because I have a million half-baked ideas and I'm like, I don't want to show them to anybody because I don't think they're good. But then like even with that other one, I'm like, I need to re-record it, so I might as well get the feedback on it, and see what I can fix. Because I got Jacob's feedback on it as per usual because that's my engineer. But it's nice to hear the other things. So I definitely think that you could submit it and then change it and submit the same song week after week until it's perfect. Like I think that's what this stream should be used as, and people don't really do that.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah. But and I asked that rhetorical question because in this particular instance, I didn't know that there was enough here for me to feel like I could conceive of something myself with this. Like there's a lot to appreciate, and I agree about like the guitar playing. I just feel like with this one, maybe don't submit. Don't submit.
Well, at least have the timing basics have to
don't
be on.
Don't submit with bad drum timing. Like fix that. Get some good well timed.
But he also, I think, is from the point of like, if it's ass, I'm not even gonna work on it. I'll go do something else. I just want to see if this is a good concept for anything. Like that's kind of the way I put his comment in here.
That's true, and there's no right answer. There's no right answer.
Drum timing, the hook and transition, and add a different hook. But if I can understand the aspect of like, hey, especially if it's not like lyrics or anything, maybe it's like that where it's just, I don't know how guitarists are if they just come up with a bunch of different riffs all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't think there's any right answer. I think for me in this particular case, it wasn't like kind of tuned enough. It wasn't cooked enough to a point for me to consider continuing to finish the meal.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think that I can see the vision. I think you just need to figure out, how to blend the layers together and how to make the drums make sense for this, right? And instead of 4 different guitar riffs that are all just kind of, here's one on top of this one. Now it's this with some drums. Now I add some other one on, figuring out how to put it all together, right, is the big piece here.
Shout out Red.
Shout out Red. Seriously, keep making music, man.
I'm glad that you're making music again. I hope that it's because, you have a little more time. I know you had a little lifestyle change recently, so I hope you keep making music.
D-Bird, Nikki, if you were going to make your name a color, what would your name be? Red is already taken. What would you be on the Discord?
Well, I'd definitely be chartreuse because I'm like a fucking, vampire running around at night, just fucking drinking more than he should. They drink blood. I drink Bloody Marys, same thing.
I would probably be like a periwinkle.
Oh, what?
A periwinkle.
Periwinkle. All right. I'm going to go with lavender.
Romantic.
Beautiful palette. Beautiful palette we've got tonight here.
Yes. Chartreuse, periwinkle, and those actually go really good together.
That's literally all I wear. Chartreuse and periwinkle. As you can see. Totally not lying. Used to be streaming above my head.
Periwinkle and lavender. Sounds like a band from the 70s.
Okay. Did you read the message? No. What message should I read?
God, why don't you tell us now what we need to know?
Started music 1 year ago, or they started music 1 year ago. I don't know your preferred pronouns. All sounds are self-made, recorded sound designs, mixed, written, and melody, and they would love honest feedback about the mix and in general, if possible.
Darius, where are you from?
Okay.
Let us know in the chat, please. It's giving me Polish vibes with the spelling.
Darius GD, we will be on the lookout for the mix and in general feedback.
He's from deep Germany. He's got it from some part of Germany where they don't study enough English and his English is horrible. What the fuck, man? European education for the last 40 years.
But yeah, he's Polish.
Everybody's supposed to come out speaking. Oh yeah, but he is Polish. Okay, yeah. Are you like you must be near the border then? All right, I don't know. You're some
cut
fucking
off Ray's rage. He's like, okay, you're Polish. We cool.
He's in some random German backwater near the Polish border. All right, man. Let's hear it.
I was like, how much you want to talk about geography?
Sorry.
Ray's got something about Germany going on. I don't know.
10 minutes.
I don't know what that fire was, Ray.
I'm Polish, like for like a half.
Okay.
Yeah, you're tripping on a Polish. Don't tell me it ended at 158.
No, 112.
It ended at 58 seconds, and it's going until 112. All right, let me kick this off. So, Darius, shout out only having done music for a year. This is insanely good for 1 year in. Let's just start off with that. That's fucking phenomenal, man. Tip of the hat to you. You clearly spent a lot of time on this. Here's my suggestion. One, I don't know why you left in all the dead space. So done. Get rid of that. You have insanely dope melodies. I loved everything about this. Here's what it needs. Fucking drums. It needs drums. And, I think we've talked a lot about drums tonight. I think, depending on the vibe or the music you're influenced by, you can take it a lot of different ways with these samples. Personally, I would have loved to hear some again, kind of dubsteppy deep drums, sort of like Terwillico. That's the type of shit I listen to. But if you want to do some more boom tisks, I'm sure you can figure that out as well. At the end of the day, it needs fucking drums. And at the end, it almost felt like it was kind of going away to then come back in with drums. I would say do it sooner rather than later. No later than 30 seconds into this song should drums be introduced. So you got a great bass line for melodies. Now you got to figure out how to place the drums in a way that makes sense. Then the big deal will be just loop that shit and print and send off to the world.
Yeah. Excuse me. I note Jacob in the chat asking if Darius, you would ever make a loop pack. I think that there's some respect and appreciation for your sound and what you've accomplished. And I agree with D-Bird, drums and like more low end, like maybe a kind of bass line or something on this one. But yeah, I see the vision. I agree with D-Bird. I like the melodies and I like the sound of it overall. Yeah, man, good shit. Come back and drop something else that's more complete. Take a risk here, please. We appreciate the submission and nice to hear your sound. And very curious to see what else you got, what else you're working on. And let me hit you with some foreign words that I know from your region. I'm going to say Dzień dobry, good day. That's Polish. I've been near the border. And then Guten Tag, good day. And then Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you, sir.
Allegedly.
The
mix actually sounded okay to me, and the mix didn't sound bad at all. You said that you made your own drums and stuff, but I really didn't hear drums in it. That's what I was trying to listen when he was talking a little bit. I didn't hear the drums unless they were really muted. But yeah, the mix was great. Everything was great in it. The way the energy built up and it was perfect. It was so out there and different that it made me feel not weird. I liked it. But yeah, it was a whole vibe. I want to hear the whole thing because once again, another person leaving me with wet panties and nothing else.
You need to do more laundry, Nikki.
I know. I just broke my washer. I got
not a time for a broke washer.
I've had a real rough day. I've had a rough day. Between my cat's anus and my washer, it's been
Did you have anal problems as well? Okay.
I've had anal problems, yes. For a couple days. But
got 99 problems. I feel bad for you, son.
I got 99 problems and cat anal problems is one.
Bars.
All right. Last song of the night. Thank you, everybody who submitted so far. You are the reason that we do this shit. It is no fun if I'm just sitting here staring at fucking Nikki and Ray and just asking if they'd like to be a
you love watching.
You don't want to know about my draft.
You love watching us.
What a dumb, stupid question that was. I apologize profusely, but we had to switch in between these tabs, and that's how we chose to do it tonight.
Spirit away. Don't be nervous. They said in the chat they're nervous. Don't be nervous. Even if we rip it to shreds, we still want you to come back and build and grow.
I don't. I want to destroy you. I want you to crumble, and I want you to have your fucking ashes scattered across all 7 continents like the fucking Horcruxes of Voldemort. That's what I want, but we'll see how it goes.
God. Allegedly. Oh yeah, this is Mailbox Spider's op.
It's what?
MBS not position.
the string element. I like this part.
Well, you know what? It goes up again. Why not? Just one last little shot in the air. One last little fucking rifle shot into the sky. Nikki, I'm curious your thoughts.
Okay. I want to like this so much. I want to like this so bad. I'm sorry that I was laughing. Anything that sounds like farts. Farts are funny. They make me laugh. I don't care. I will always laugh. But yeah, you need to like turn down the drums or switch the drums or something like that. It just like, I loved every single part of it. And I was so angry from 3 minutes on. It was my favorite part of the song. And then it hit that again, and I was like, I want to love this so bad. Like, I wanted to keep jamming to this so bad. And it was like the drums, there was just certain distorted drums in there that were just killing the vibe for me. That might be what you were going for. It's drum and bass. You know, I don't know half the shit I'm talking about when it comes to drum and bass. I just know what I feel when I dance and when I want to dance and when I don't want to dance. And that's kind of how my opinion forms. I think that, at about 1 o'clock, at about a minute in, at about a minute in, I would definitely maybe turn down the drum a little bit there. Just take it back a little bit. I did like this ambient industrial almost sound that you had at the beginning of it. And then I also, I really liked the strings in that dropout part that you had too. There's a lot of different things that I like. It's just the parts, man. The parts got me. I'm sorry. I know they're just drums, but it's always distorted drums always just sounded like parts to me. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think I agree with everything Nikki said, and I mean, we all have to comment on the same thing. Everybody said the same thing. Jacob said you in the chat. It was like when that flutter on the distortion of the drums hit, and it was like, it was just like, oh, come on. It was like had that like like that meme with the Jurassic Park theme where they go to play the majestic theme when they first see like the Brontosaurus, but it's like the fucked up recorder noise. Like it has that effect of like just taking you out of the vibe of the track because like it's not working. But overall, I agree with Nikki about the kind of industrial sound and kind of the overall aim here. And like I don't know that like I wonder if you kind of like fix some of those low drum and like bass issues. Does it work? 5 minutes is pretty long. And there's a peak at the end for kind of a silly reason. It seems like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe chop a minute off of it and fix the drums.
Yeah. For me, I would agree. Here's, let's preface this by just saying, normally I'm not as much of a drum and bass guy, right? Like I'll come out and say it. You caught me. I'm more of a like dubstep. I like all sorts of EDM. I think dubstep is kind of my primary. So sometimes when I listen to, drum and bass, I'm like, man, I wish the drums were this. I wish the drums were that. So, take this for what you will. But my objective opinion of this was I didn't like it. I liked the first part of it right here. Like I'll just go through, look at the waveforms, right? Here's what kind of threw me off. There was a lot of parts that I liked, a lot of bits, but maybe because it was a collaboration, I don't know who did what, but maybe it was just because you're like, oh, I see what you did over here. Let me put some more on here. Oh, I see what you did there. Let me put some more on. And it just felt like so much, right? And so like, while there was individual pieces that were really cool, like this first string part that I really liked, I'm like, oh, instantly, I like this. I think some of the choices in terms of song structure, as well as some of the choices of just layers on top of the other layers, didn't work for me. And when I say the song structure thing, the one thing I wanted to kind of point out is, yes, this is way too long. But more than that, if you look at how this builds, right? You kind of come in, you have this build up, and right around here, people are expecting a drop or, like, wow, something to come in either fast or slow, something to kind of go. And instead it kind of does another kind of like, almost gotcha. And then you kind of have another like little interlude. And then you go into like, now. And it just kind of teases you out throughout the whole fucking thing. And even in this part, it felt like just a louder kind of interlude rather than an actual kind of drop. So again, like goes back to the chill spot. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's catch our breaths. And before you know it, it's back to just craziness. So that would be kind of my feedback, is just think about the song structure, think about the listening experience. And I know that sometimes when two very talented people get together, they make some songs, they want to keep on adding layers and they're just having so much fun, putting shit into the soup. Sometimes, a tomato bisque is all you need, right?
I fucking love tomato bisque.
I love tomato bisque too.
It's so good. And a grilled cheese.
Tomato soup sucks.
Oh, I love biscuits and my tomato soup, all of it. Give me some cheese, some cream.
That sounds good. Yeah, nice biscuit.
All right. Sorry, Spirit. But look, I saw a lot of parts in there that I was like, this layer, or right here if it had the right drums. Like, again, sometimes simpler is better. It just felt like a lot. And that's just my take, right? All right, we got one last song in the queue for the night. New poster to the stream, Shakraden, bro.
Y'all always remember that this is our opinion, and we're just here to just point out things that we see or feel that might help you grow. Like if you guys saw where I started when I found WCR, like it's bad. I should really make a promo of my first WCR entry to me now. If you actually like stick around and listen to the feedback, it might be given a different way than you're used to, but it's never intended to like harm you. It's only to help you grow. If you stick around and grow, like you will. Just, a lot of people in your life are going to be like, this is great, and I actually tell you what's wrong with it, and that's not how you grow. So, and if you're not growing, you're dying. So
I would also just say that, again, what the fuck do I know, right? Like I'm a rapper. So like, I'm a rap guy that likes dubstep, especially when they're mixed. And obviously dubstep is a far cry from drum and bass. So that's just, Yeah,
and like just take everything with a grain of salt. Like if it's something that it might be something that you haven't seen, but it might also be something that you might never end up changing because it's just an opinion and it's not a popular opinion. You never know. But just, take everything with a grain of salt and actually think about some things because you might triple on something cool. Stumble and triple. That's wow. Stumble and trip. I cannot talk today. I'm done talking.
And
Triple.
make sure if you're taking salt that you take it with grain, because salt and grain are the two main food groups of Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Mesopotamia, it's the last song of the night. Chakra DNB in for life.
Do you use chakras for healing stuff in your sounds?
No, just for sex stuff.
There's chakra sex stuff.
Nikki, when you posted, I think today you were posting the people to say, hey, come on over and submit. Did you go to like drum and bass subreddit? Is that why we're getting drum and bass submissions tonight?
I went to a couple different Reddits. I don't know. I went to a lot of them. I thought I went to an EDM one.
Nikki is like, I'm gonna pick the music I want to hear tonight.
I got kicked out of a lot of them because I don't have any karma because I don't go in Reddit. So I'm like, they're like, you don't have enough to post, and I'm like, well, fuck off.
All right, Chakra DMB in for life. Okay. And then it fades out. Yeah. So here's what I'd say. I think that, if I'm closing my eyes and pretending to be in the club, dancing along to this, just sweating my fucking face off and just like glow sticks everywhere. Yeah, I can see it. Like, I love the melodies. I love the synth. My entire problem with this was just the length of the song, right? I found myself near the end of it feeling like I think each section could be cut in half for like a listening audience. And then I was like, well, if I was in the club, it wouldn't fucking matter. I would just be dancing and like you'd really just have that womp, 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 womp. As a listener, that part got kind of repetitive. For both this intro, which by the way, I loved, I just think that it shouldn't be, a full minute before you get to the good stuff. Cut this shit in half, right? Start right here. And then just have this be your lead in to the main first part. This long section, cut this shit in half, and then have the little dip. And this section, cut this shit in half. That's literally it. That would be my biggest thing is like, cut each of these pieces in fucking half. You're going to have a banger. And then when it comes time to get in the club and it doesn't fucking matter how long it is because it all sounds the same anyways, yeah, toss it back on.
I like this. I like I just said in the chat. Like, I think I'm really starting to like drum and bass a little bit. Because I am always have like high energy like this. So like I was like literally sitting like like I could probably clean my whole fucking house listening to drum and bass. I probably should listen to drum and bass for cleaning. Because it makes me want to go. But I like this, and that's why I was asking about that because there was a couple different parts where it sounded like the drums came off key, but it didn't sound like they were off key. It was different. I was like, what is going on with these drums? I was trying to figure it out. But they said they like backbeat it. I don't know, it's crazy, but it sounded intentional. So I'm trying to understand this a little bit more, but I did like this. I think that about 3:10 or about 3 minutes in, you need a break up there, some sort of change. That was really the only place where I was like, I need something more here. Because there was a lot going on, and I like a lot going on because I am a lot going on kind of person. It keeps me, my concentration is when there's so much. Because it wasn't like it was everywhere. It was still structured, which I enjoyed. But I definitely would have liked to see a change in that big, long section there on the screen, right in the middle of it.
You said 3:10, Nikki?
Yeah, about 3:10, yeah.
Same.
Give me something more, baby.
Same. I can appreciate D-Bird's feedback. I don't know drum and bass. I think the only time I started to feel like, all right, I kind of get it was around 3:10, 3:20. Like I was like, all right, yeah, like that section in particular. But I don't know. I just felt like I heard a lot of like kind of cool, sophisticated things going on. I agree with D-Bird. I love the intro and some of the subtleties and like cool little beat drops with like some of those like I was like bass notes or whatever I was hearing. Like I appreciated this. I don't know much about drum and bass, and it wasn't until near the end I started to think like, all right, do something different or shorten it up a little bit. So I could see it both ways. I could see it with like just kind of shortening up at the end, or like D-Bird said, just turning it into something a little bit more compact because you can get the point across a little bit more quickly. But I wasn't mad on it. I enjoyed this sonically.
Yeah, you're a very good song architect in this. That was like a very nice controlled chaos. Like there was so much going on, but it was very controlled, and that's why I was like, this is so intentional and intentful. Like they can't just be like an off-key thing. I'm like, I gotta ask because this is like structured like a fucking like maestro.
Yeah, well, there you have it. A great song architect. I see Sexinoras just had one last song. You guys got time for one more?
Sure.
One more song?
We've come this far.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out for the follow. We will play your song and give you our thoughts. And
close the queue.
Yeah. Let's close it because we keep on getting these drips in. But I'm having fun. I love this shit. So shout out Chakra DMB for submitting. I did love the synths. So yeah, man, keep it going. Pop that shit up. All right. Next up, Sexy Norris.
And feel free to drop your links in the Friday queue. It's a September 29th Reggie's queue.
What are you calling him? Sexonorous? That's probably sonorous, if I had to guess. That's what the kids do.
No.
They don't pronounce the X. They pronounce it as a vowel.
I know what
Sexy Norris.
people say. It's Sexy Norris. That's what the kids are saying. Is like, oh man, you're like a regular Norris, but I'm like a sexy Norris. You know what I mean?
The Norris. It sounds like a Pokemon.
I'm more interested in the song title.
Yeah.
Title.
Oh shit! Did we just lose D-Bird?
Oh shit! Did the host just host himself out the door?
Who's in charge? What's gonna happen now? Are we still streaming?
D-Bird's always such a flight risk. What the fuck?
Who would have thought?
Oh jeez. Well, guys, he was the host, so
can we maybe
I don't think I can control it from here.
You play it and then
Yeah,
sing it, like do it vocally, like what you're
I
hearing.
think he's here.
How did you
Flight
take?
risk. Why are you a flight risk always?
My fucking computer just exploded. So
What?
yeah, it literally restart. But luckily I'm a fucking G, so here we go. Last one. Let's go.
He had a whole second computer just on standby, and he just shoved the first one off his desk and pulled the second one in.
Like, no more music.
You don't know how many fucking ugly Norrises I had to slay before we got back to Sexy Norris. There we go.
Make sure when you guys submit songs, you put your actual names too. If you do submit on Friday, put your Twitch names next to whatever the heck your Discord name is, because people change everything and nothing makes sense.
That's good feedback. All right, before my computer explodes again, let's get it. Coco, Coco.
Yeah, I be tweaking off like drugs as of lately. But these motherfuckers talking shit, they be so shady. Yeah, you two-faced motherfucker snitch. Got your license plate and now you need a new one. I got your license number, pussy, you should do one.
Okay. I'm gonna look at this as art. I'm gonna try. Because I don't understand this genre. That's why I asked the genre. I'm gonna try to look at this as different pieces in a moving machine. And I don't understand the machine. So I'm gonna look at the pieces inside of it. I liked a lot of your different moving parts you did have going in it. It had a very industrial, almost horror feel for me. And it was kind of frightening, but I feel like it was intended to be that way, I think. It was very experimental. In that way, it was very creative and different. There was a lot of distorted stuff, so I did have to turn it down. So I couldn't listen as deep as I wanted to actually pick it apart and hear exactly what product you're putting out there. It definitely seems like it's just an expression of like some. It feels like more emotions. This is the way that I'm trying to look at this, is more of an emotional expression, but definitely a spooky month thing. I agree, Jacob. And it definitely had an industrial vibe. Is all of this genre this loud? Because I didn't want to blow my monitors. You know, like I got to think about that. My washer just broke, bruh. But
I mean, that's also something to think about. Of like, it's easier than like every time you submit this to a review show, anytime you say, "Hey, check out my music," instead of having to warn each individual, you could just turn it down. I think that might be
the whole
easier.
genre is like that. That's why I'm like,
That's
I've never heard
crazy.
it. What is this genre again? What do you say?
Necro trap.
Yeah.
Necro trap. What is that? Like necromancy
look,
trap? Like
yeah.
raising the dead trap? Because I could definitely see this
Necro
using
the
it
dead.
being like necromancy in the background of one of my weird shows that I used to watch of necromancers.
Super niche. Yeah.
It's spooky trap. Yeah.
Shout out Jacob in the chat. Do you guys say tinnitus or tinnitus?
Tinnitus.
I say tinnitus.
Yeah.
Some people say
That's the way
tinnitus.
to say it. That's
Some people
not
say diabetes, which is also strange.
Diabetes. Do you have diabetes?
Ray.
Yeah, I would have. I'm okay. So I was pleased to learn that the genre was at least had trap in the name, because I was like, all right, I'm just gonna call it like a glitch trap, like a dark glitch trap, necro trap. I kind of get that. Yeah, like it's interesting. You said it's kind of a very niche genre. It's not something I'm too familiar with. I wasn't put off by it. I was just kind of curious about it. I'd like to hear more from that genre. Maybe see like what some of the kind of like marquee or like hallmark types of examples of the genre are. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is like very niche. This is like for a sex dungeon out in Darius's neck of the woods in like rural Germany, where like some really
I'm okay with that kind of
shit is happening. Yeah, sure, but like you go like into the basement of a barn and like the lights are very dim and like very scary, unfamiliar things are happening around you. Type of beat is the vibe that gives off. So.
Type of beat. Very scary things happening around you. Type of beat.
Yeah, it's like the end of Saw. Like Saw is coming out. The puppet's coming out of the tricycle, and like you're about to get your your back cheek grated or something like that. Like that's the type of emotion it evokes for me. But I didn't think. I mean, it didn't sound like cheap or amateurish or like it sounded like it sounded sophisticated. So I fuck with that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to call bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit. The same way that I called bullshit on Haunted Rapper in the Discord when he's like, yeah, man, this is just my style, just not mixing. It's like, no, that's still a piece of it, right? Like having a product that people can actually listen to. I get, fucking in the 60s, adults were like, oh, ears, my ears are bleeding from this rock music, Elvis Presley, blah. But no, there's still something to, having to not tell people, well, you're going to have to turn it down. You know what I mean? There's still something to the core bare bones basics of, no, it's still, you can still have the scream. You can still have loud, glitched out instrumentals, but just it doesn't have to be 30 decibels. It's still mixed properly, right? So that's my first thought. And again, this is my first, reaction to the genre. I actually kind of thought it was cool. Just, sound mixing aside, I thought this was cool. I liked the instrumental. I really liked the screamo voice that you guys did. Honestly, I thought you did your thing. My only feedback for the actual artists themselves, outside of the, mixing issue of just it being too loud, was something I said earlier in the stream, which is if you're overusing swear words, it becomes filler, right? If you're saying, these motherfuckings fucking suck, skull fucks in my shit, you're like, okay, well, what? Like, what are you actually trying to say, right? I fucking swear all the time, which is awesome. But also when I'm writing a song, I'm trying to think of like, okay, what lyrics am I using? Why am I using it? What is the purpose of this? If the genre is just shouting swear words, just because you're getting that aggression out, that's great. But also, could it be better if you just said, I'm going to say something that's going to be memorable. I'm going to say something personal to me. I'm going to tell a story. Whatever it is, I think you can use that same style and not have to, make it sound like you're just freestyling off the top of your head, which maybe you did. But that's kind of how it came across as a writer of you're just saying words to say words in a screamo voice over a deep trap beat.
You were able to hear and discern words. I didn't even get that far.
I couldn't hear the words. I feel like if this wasn't so fucking loud, like I could listen to this kind of music. Like if I was angry at the gym, I could pump some fucking iron to shit like this. But I couldn't listen to this in my earbuds because it would literally blow out my eardrums.
I very much agree with the D-Bird feedback point that you can't claim loud as an aspect of a genre. You just can't. You can say, I like to listen to my genre loud, fine. But that very much resonates. It's like not a characteristic.
Yeah, that's like saying every song I record in American Sign Language, aka I'm an instrumental producer. Like you're not a fucking ASL rapper putting shit up on SoundCloud. That's just an instrumental. You know what I mean? It's crazy to claim that. But any other final thoughts? Did we cover it all?
No, that was a wild track to go out on. Damn. But Nikki went to the necro glitch dark traps genre and said, "Hey, why don't you come over and submit your music?"
So where did you guys all come from?
And where did you go?
Where did you go? I miss you so. Seems like
I don't see anybody still watching this stream. So with that, we'll take her on out. Look, it's been a great show, full of laughs, full of love, full of kindred spirits, full of work in progresses and loud music.
Full of what do you say? Wet and penis.
Yeah, full of wet and penises.
I think that's what you thought.
Whips. So shout out everyone that submitted. Thanks for stopping by our review show.
You just yourself.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Just kidding.
I love
Shout out Jacob. Thanks everyone who watched. Thanks everyone who subscribed. And
hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. D-Bird, put your fucking 2-factor on.
What?
Do you not have 2-factor enabled on your I'm looking I'm sorry, man. I'm the cybersecurity guy. You work in security. It looks like you haven't enabled your 2-factor authentication according to what I just saw in
Discord.
Can we just fucking take one offline? Are you fucking kidding? The one time I fucking choose to host this, you're like, oh, here's a way to hack. Guess I'll never fucking host again, you dick.
You better put that on, man. You're risking the safety of everybody in the Discord.
All right, eat my ass, Ray. That's a text that you send, not a fucking public service announcement. So yeah, I was in the middle of taking us home, and Ray loved to interrupt with a security vulnerability. So shout out, dick.
That's my job.
God damn it!
Sorry.
I'm going to bed mad.
Oh my gosh! Don't go to bed.
We love you, everybody. Sorry for derailing D-Bird's happy house.
And with that, we're out. Bye, fuckers.